I love that song. What's up, guys? Rich Boy Jay here, back again with another live stream. Today we are going to be preparing for Kamino once more. You can see that the entire oscillator building beside me is finally gone. I just have a bunch of piles of pieces on my table that I'm going to be putting into bags, and then I think we're gonna try to store a little bit of Star Killer. But I know one thing I have to do tonight, and that is work on finally building one of my Marauder sets right here. Since the cat's finally out of the bag, I dropped my Scam Saga Part 3 video, and now I can finally build a Marauder. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and shout out to the people who have decided to join me tonight on this wonderful Friday night. So shout out to Bo, Brick Twins Productions, Mall Loyalist, Sayo Bibble, Eggs Benedict Cumberbuns, Mr. Know-It-All 1, Julian HSSF, Hello Me, Maximizer, Not That Sam Smith, Jonathan Clues, Francis, Darth Maul Lego, Seaver, Axidroid, Brick Jedi, Adam L. Melawi? I hope I got that right. Chase Elliott, 501st, number 9, JMW Productions. How are all of you beautiful people doing today? Let me go ahead and hop in the call. And here we are. Hello, friends.
Hello.
How are all of you beautiful people doing today?
Hello there.
Alright.
Yes. You know, it's not a Rich Boy J stream unless someone quotes the prequels.
Boy.
This is where the fun begins.
We love the prickles.
Yeah, boy.
And seems fitting for what you're building, buddy.
Yeah, that is a good point. Yes, I got my Obi-Wan Starfighter.
Maybe you should build that Forever Lego Studio. That'd be pretty cool.
Now, Hunter would never build
Yeah,
Kamino.
Starfighter?
Oh no.
Hunter would never build Kamino. That's out of his character. You know, he was once a Jedi, right?
You know, I feel like building with Legos has, lost its taste. I've switched over to the more famous Mega Blocks.
True.
That,
Not gonna lie, the Halo figures look kind of good. But...
Yeah, and Mega Blocks wouldn't sabotage their own sets.
oh, no way. There's no possible
No,
way
they
in
just
that.
made a bunch of Master Chief helmets. So,
Mall Loyalists, can I put a link to the Discord description? Yeah, let me do that. Actually, can one of you guys do that? I would really, really appreciate it. Misa being very, very thankful if one of you put a linky to the Discordy in the description. That's the only Jar Jar impression you guys will get today.
I mean, I can put it in the chat, but...
Oh, yeah, in the chat. Yeah, obviously not the description. Nah, bro, hack my account. Do it.
I'm about to say, this man's got access to all the Rich Boy J videos. Holy crap.
The secret text.
I guess his password, it was prequel lover 6969.
I knew it. I tried Prequel Lover 420 and it just didn't work.
I mean, those are my favorite clone legions.
Ah, true.
I mean, they've got the coolest car scheme. That's all that matters.
What color scheme would the 69th Legion have? I'll leave that to your imaginations. Anyways,
That's a good question.
Oh, I just had an idea.
what was your idea?
I don't want to say.
Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Something the Jedi would not approve of.
Discord link. But...
I thought Jedis weren't allowed to love. I would say that they're encouraged to love.
No. Beautiful.
Mega Ball.
It's so personal.
Mega Fox would make a P2 Cody. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Makes sense. So how's your guys' night going? It's been a while since I've spoken to you fine gentlemen.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's been a little while.
And shout out to Mall Loyalists for joining the server.
Pretty good.
What a bro. JMW, are you actually trying to become a member? What's going on? Or what is it saying? It should definitely be possible.
Tell us now.
Tell us now. I think he's a she, and she's a changeling.
Oh, no.
In that case, be extra cautious. Come on, where my prequel fans at, guys? Come on.
No. I don't
Don't
know.
worry, I got you. JS Kaminoans have to stick together.
There we go. That's a good name for us, Kaminoans. Yes.
Something new, something fresh.
Here we go.
Kaminoans hitting hard.
Dad, Twanwee's here.
Twan. Is it Twanwee?
Twanwee with a T. T-U-A-N.
Okay.
Dad, Twanwee's here.
I haven't seen that movie in a while. Not gonna lie.
I haven't seen it all the way through, I guess, since we all watched it on the Discord, but I've been obviously looking at the Kamino sequences a lot lately.
I don't think I remember either. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's like next to your channel, there's no play button.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? There is for me. I can see it.
Yeah, I see
The
Sheepbergs.
paper text I restricted.
Interesting. Well, I'm on mobile right now.
Did you try switching it to Wumbo? Wow.
Would be fresh.
Hard crowd, damn. Jeez.
I'm struggling.
Man, you know what? You know what? Who needs enemies when I have friends like you guys?
I know. Thanks. Wow.
Shout out to Lego Mike in the chat. Says he was riding down the street in downtown LA today and someone was slapping Colt like Hoth in the Benz you at. See that? I mean, that does happen, you know? You just be casually riding down the street and you just hear Colt like Hoth and it happens, you know. Worldwide. Mr. Worldwide.
I mean, we're not such a hot single like that. It's kind of hard not to sing it.
Exactly.
But sometimes I will be listening to Minnesota and accidentally sing some Cold Like Off lyrics.
It is the superior version.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if it's Minnesota did exactly Cold Like Off.
There we go. Man, I have so many Technic bricks. Oh my god. And the sad part about it is I have, you know, a ton of Technic bricks here, but I just know I'm going to need so many more for Kamino. Like, it's always a piece like this where I'm like, oh man, I'm set on that. And then I end up needing like twice as many.
That's always what happens. You get just the amount you think you're going to need, and then, bam, you need to place an order for about 300 more.
Yep.
I had to do that with piles constantly. I was constantly running out of them and placing orders like every other day.
It's like such a big number in like brick lane, but it's like, no,
Yep.
500 is not a whole lot.
Quick says, I might have missed this, but how are you planning to make Kaminoans? He says, will it be like Complete Saga? So I don't know, you guys saw me, like, I want to be honest, like, having Kaminoans in this mock, like, I want to try to achieve it in some way, and I'll look into it, but is it bad that that's not a big priority for me? Like, if I can't figure it out, like, I'm perfectly
it's like
fine.
Battlefront 2.
Right.
Your mock is pretty inspired by Battlefront 2, and like Kaminoans aren't chilling out in the like gunship hangar and stuff, and like they're not in the big like cloning facility like most of the time. You know, like maybe like 4 Kaminoans.
Right.
Yeah, I tried doing the same thing, Jay. Like, I tried looking at Kaminoans to put inside it, but I just couldn't seem to find a design that I really liked. It just seems off-putting for the most part.
Yeah, why does no one make a good Kaminoan? I'm surprised Firestar hasn't done it.
Why doesn't Lego come out with a Kaminoan battle pack? I think they moved a lot of money on this.
If Lego were to do a Kaminoan for the first time, you think they'd come right out the gate with a battle pack, or you think how would they strategically do that?
They would put it in a exclusive $200 UCS sets, misname it, and then put it in a minifigure pack.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like that's how they do it. To clarify real quick, just so I don't get any hate, I actually really do love that minifigure pack. Like, the haters can hate as all they want. Like, I love the new minifigure packs, both the Hoth and the Clone Trooper ones. Just clarify that real quick.
I love both of those sets. I'm so hyped for those, man. I'm so hyped. Honestly, we've had 4 sets revealed for January 2022. All of which I will be buying multiple copies of, so that's always exciting for me.
Yeah, I'm really tempted. Like, I'm probably gonna. My biggest thing is I already have a bunch of the Phase 2 or Phase 1 clones.
Same here.
From the battle pack, so I'm probably only gonna pick up a couple of those, and then I really do want to pick up a few of the Hoth Rebel minifigure packs to go along with that Imperial battle pack.
It is funny. The 2 battle packs coming out are like troops that you've had to get a bunch of for both. Like, they're basically based on both of the mocks that you already did.
I know, it's very upsetting, but also very pleasing to me, just because I can't say too much so I don't get in trouble, but recently I have been messing around with some of the Imperial Boyos that are Hoth related, so I'm really liking and getting in the feel of some Hoth stuff.
Okay, cool, yeah. Lego Lord Zuko says, "Isn't there more than 4 sets revealed already?" I mean, technically 5 if you count the Brickhead, but we don't acknowledge. Oh, I guess 6 with the. Is it okay to say we don't acknowledge that Microfighter either? Neither of those sets are Boyo approved.
The Microfighter, it all just depends on whether or not you're into the Microfighter series. The Brickheads figure is kind of just to me.
So, hey, real quick, shout out to JMW for becoming a channel member. That's, I think, only the second time I've actually seen that happen live on stream. So, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you got it figured out. Someone asked a good question. Giving your trouble with minifigs for the Imperator, why don't you just buy them from Lego store you work at? It's come direct. So, one of them I did. The first ones I bought them before it was released from Lego. So, I didn't really have that option. Otherwise, that's obviously the choice. But I wanted it early. I got greedy. You know, it happens. Yeah. But, you know, you live and you learn, guys. You live and you learn.
Ooh. I'm excited. I'm working on making a deal out with Matt.
For what?
You know those 1x2 by 2 bricks with the studs on the side?
1x2x2, like for the brickhead pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, with
exactly.
the 4 sets. Yeah. What about them?
Well, I crap ton in a tub that I've had for a while now that I've used for Kamino, and Matt's needing a bunch of them for the trees for his mock.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he was streaming earlier on Instagram, and he was like, "I'm running out of these so quickly." I was like, he was like, "If you guys have any, or if you guys know anyone," I'm like, "Oh shoot, I got plenty of these."
Okay, cool. That's
Hit 'em up
awesome.
real quick.
Yeah, that's a super useful piece. I love that piece. So nice.
Oh yeah. Very useful when it comes to cylinder builds.
I just want to know, where the heck have the updates been, Matt? I mean, I'm one to talk. I went months without Starkiller updates, but still.
Sir, I've gone a year without almost a year without a Kashyyyk update. I think you're doing fine.
Is Kashyyyk still happening? Can we get the scoop here live on this channel?
Oh no, I've made a mistake.
Come on, you gotta answer to the public.
Okay, so quickly to let you guys know, Kashyyyk is currently in a moving box. Like, I'm staring at it right now. All of Kashyyyk is in a big brown box.
Okay.
Like, it's still put together in that sense, but at this moment in time, no, Kashyyyk will not be a thing for quite a while. I've got too many cooler ideas to work on.
Hey, cooler ideas. That's fine. That sounds good to me. Real quick, shout out to JMW for the $1. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to JMW for the 2 $1 donos. Thank you so much, man. Holy crap.
Nice. What, yes, I must say rest in peace, Kashyyyk. As much as I loved it, I've got so many other cooler ideas that I'm going to be working on that are taking precedence.
That's so. Question: do you feel like, and you guys can chime in on this, because I feel like Kashyyyk is one of those locations I feel like should kind of lend itself, like it should be a popular like mock location, but I feel like you don't see as many people building that as you'd think. Do you feel like David's mock has maybe like deterred some people from wanting to attempt it? How do you guys feel about that?
So, I definitely think that, because I'm not going to lie, I definitely, as much as I love David's Kashyyyk mock, that will always be one of my favorites, just because, you know, growing up, watching him build that series, like, years and years ago.
Yeah.
I definitely want to point out, it is definitely due for an update. I feel like everything that he did in that mock, there's definitely ways to improve on it. But it's such a tasking build to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is greenery, and a lot of it's got to be, especially if you don't want it to be compared to David's, you want to try and, you know, sway away. It definitely is a difficult process.
I can see that,
So,
yeah.
I can definitely say that it's probably one of the reasons why it's not seen as much as other planets, just because Kashyyyk is one of the cooler battle scenes, at least in Revenge of the Sith. Like, I think it's really cool getting to see all those Wookiees and clone troopers fight the droids, and then seeing the clones at first turn on them.
For sure.
But I definitely think that it is one that is kind of on the back burner for most builders, especially with newer content coming out.
Yeah, I think Jet Brick says, I think it's the trees that deter people. That wouldn't surprise me, actually. I know they're so big, like, I mean, so you can just build a beach, I guess, and kind of say, oh yeah, it's Kashyyyk. But if you really want to build Kashyyyk, like, everything you need to, like, build on it is just so big that I think that might be a factor as well. Like, with Hoth, you know, you can get away with just doing snow and then maybe, like, a door, and that can be a pretty simple thing to build. But, like, with Kashyyyk, you do need to get pretty elaborate if you want something that looks convincing. Especially since there are so many, like, big elements to it, like the giant turbo tank. The multiple turbo tanks that are driving across the mock. And, you know, just other things like that.
Yeah, that's all, like, kind of pushed together, and you want to make it seem like it fits all really well together, and not seem like something's out of scale or something just feels squished in. And that is definitely a big issue with Kashyyyk, because everything is so freaking huge.
Yep.
With giant trees, with little houses or huts, I guess you could say, in the trees for the Wookiees to live in. And then, of course, you have that giant beach with multiple CIS tanks and bombers coming through, and then of course you do have those turbo tanks and the AT-AP walkers coming through, and that's just a lot of space to cover with, you know, especially within a reasonable amount of building space.
For sure. One thing I'll say real quick is it's like one of the refreshing things about taking this build apart is seeing all like these bulk bricks that I finally am starting to put back into my collection. Like, for the longest time, you know, I was, especially towards the end, I was really scrounging for parts to finish up Starkiller. But now that I'm doing it in reverse, it's, you know, parts are being put back into my collection. That's really nice.
That's a great feeling, getting to see all those parts and pieces that you didn't know you had as many as you did.
For sure.
And then boom, you got this giant collection of them.
Yeah, I think for Kashyyyk, I mean, I could see myself doing Kashyyyk at some point. And I'd obviously do it more so to the movie, like someone said, with the crash Venator. It's not really crash; it's landed in the back. But like, how do you include turbo tanks in that? Like, it would need to be so big to have a turbo tank, and then at that point, like, oh my, like it would be.
Would you even be able to add everything else that's, you know, makes Kashyyyk? Like, would you be able to add the giant tree? Would you be able to add any separatist vehicles or anything that sticks out other than the giant turbo tank that you're putting into this?
Yeah, it'd be insane.
I
Ocean Man
don't
says,
know,
"What if you
I
did
was
micro
that.
scale Kashyyyk?" Um, I don't know. I mean, there's people out there who would get a kick out of that, but I can't ever see myself doing like a full micro scale mock. It just wouldn't really do much for me. It's not my particular interest.
As cool as micro scales are, I just feel like you get more out of it, especially with the use of minifigures. It just seems to fit really nicely.
Oh yeah.
You have a battle scene mock, or you have a more relaxing but filled with minifigures and different things. I feel like you can't really get that when it comes to micro scale. Like, not gonna lie, there are some really nice micro scale builds out there. But I feel like, especially when it comes to Star Wars, you can get a lot more out of it if whether it be minifigure scale or not, you can get a lot more out of a build
Right.
with the use of minifigures.
Yeah, like I think about like I forget the guy on Instagram who built the giant Kashyyyk tree, and just thinking the fact that like this man spent like years just working on this one giant tree for Kashyyyk, and it looks amazing, but you'd have to put so much work and detail into just one of like 4 or 5 big trees. Like it would be a lot. It would be a lot.
Quinlan Loose Bricks, I think it was. Are you talking about the guy who did the giant Kashyyyk tree with like the AT Walker chilling in there? The
I
one that's
think
based off of Fallen Order?
I believe he did end up adding a walker to it. Yeah. What's his name?
Loose Bricks, Quinlan.
Loose Bricks. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's him then. Yeah, that mock looks awesome.
Yeah, 'cause I went and spoke to him after he went and released it. Like, it looks fantastic. Like, dang, that's a lot of work going into just one part of the build.
Yeah. And you'd need like a few of those for a convincing Kashyyyk. Real quick, shout to C. O'Connor. He says, "Hey man, what's going on, dude? How are you?" Someone said that like turbo tanks are big just for the sake of being big. I agree. Like turbo tanks are just stupidly big. Like it makes no sense. I also agree the Battlefront scaled ones are better. Honestly, if I did a Kashyyyk mock, I'd probably do a scaled to Battlefront. Like those just make so much more sense than doing like a turbo tank the size of this table. Like, so like it's ridiculous. There's no reason for the turbo tank to be that big.
No, it really isn't. Like, out of all things Star Wars, like, the turbo tank being bigger than even the Millennium Falcon or even shipped to that same size or similar size, like, it's unnecessarily big.
Yeah. Someone asked, was it quick about my invisible hand mock? Oh, that will absolutely happen at some point. I don't know when, but it'll absolutely happen.
I forgot about that. Wasn't it the Invisible Hand the Jedi Temple collab between you, Matt, and David, and then something else?
Wait, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Wasn't there, when you announced the Invisible Hand thing, wasn't there also going to be the collab between you, Matt, and David about the Jedi Temple and then something else?
Oh, I never like said, oh, I'm going to do an invisible hand. I just kind of mentioned the idea. I've mentioned the idea a few times at this point, saying like I would like to do it, but
Okay.
I've never made an official announcement saying that like I'm going to start working on it.
My apologies. It's been a while since I've been in the game.
No, it's all good. Darth Maul Lego says the Kashyyyk he's making is more based off Battlefront 2. That's not a bad idea. I think if I did Kashyyyk, I would want to have it clone era. I wouldn't really want to do it Imperial era, just because, I don't know. There's so many other opportunities to do Imperial era mocks. I'd rather do a clone era one if I wanted to do Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
But like build wise, there's a lot of really cool, interesting things you could do from Battlefront 2 for sure. Wait, Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Fallen Order. I don't know why I said Battlefront. Okay, my bad. Okay, forget everything I just said. That's a great idea. Battlefront 2 Kashyyyk is amazing. That's my bad.
Like, I don't know. Jay, did you actually end up playing Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah, I did. I played through that game. Kind of begrudgingly.
The Kashyyyk levels are pretty cool and all that. It's just, again, when you play from a person's point of view and stuff like that, you kind of get to see how large it is scaling to just one human.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Like, just the root of a tree is ginormous.
JMW says, expect a very large render of Kashyyyk from me later this weekend. So are you saying, like, you're gonna, like, digitally build a Kashyyyk mock and then render it? Like, that's what you're gonna do?
Oh, snap.
Lego Lord Zuko says, is the Jedi Temple collapse still happening? Yes, it is still happening. 100%. It's gotta be, you gotta learn patience, guys. Not really. I mean, we said we'd have it done before, but it will still happen, 100%.
All in good time.
I think we got really excited to announce it, not really realizing we all had projects that we were working on that took precedence. But I think it's safe to say, like, next year you'll see that mock actually come to fruition.
I mean, I feel like it's a cool idea to get out in the open so people can get excited and, you know, get hyped in that sense, because people are going to be like, okay, snap, I can't wait for all three of them to actually start getting progress down on this. Can't wait to see all the different, I guess, Easter eggs or all the different rooms. I can't remember who was doing what, if I'm being honest. It's been so long, but it's definitely a cool idea that you might as well just announce it now so people can get hyped for it.
Yeah. I'm glad that people still care about that. I don't know. Like, I'm not surprised that people care about it, but it's nice that people were excited enough to see us build something together that they're still asking about it. I guess that's kind of why I want to go with that. But yeah, guys.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
I wasn't saying anything. Go ahead.
My feeling on that is, especially when you guys start building that project and working together, I feel like it's going to be such a nice thing in the community because you have these three large, well-known builders in the community working together to build this gigantic creation.
We gotta at least do it at least one time, you know? Like, it would really suck if, like, but when it's all said and done, we didn't have a thing that we could all say, like, oh, we contributed to this, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Quick says, you, David, and Matt, are really going to have to balance your build styles of one person's making half, someone's making the other half, the other person's making the interior. So that's not necessarily how it was. The way we were going to do it was David was almost going to build, like, all of the walls on the exterior. So it'd be a lot of, like, slope stacking for him. I was going to do most of the interior, and then Matt was going to do basically the entire front section of, like, the stairs and those columns that sit in front of the temple and stuff of that nature.
I do not look forward for David's painful slope building process.
Yeah, oh my, there's so many slopes. It's so many slopes, oh my god.
Like, even mountain bolts is going to be tough. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yada says, have I seen H2 Brick's Batu collab? Yes! That build is insane. Oh my god. Oh, he says I'm going to update Nightbot. I guess I should do that. Thanks for reminding me, actually. I'll do that once I get off stream tonight.
Update Nightbot. What's going on with it?
It's just still, like, saying stuff about Starkiller, so...
Oh, that's funny.
It's time to move on.
Starkiller.
Say it again?
I said rest in peace, Starkiller.
Rest in prosperity, Starkiller. It served us well. It served me well.
It did. I'm still upset that I didn't get to go see it in person. That's like one of my biggest regrets this past year.
Yeah, bro, you should have been at freaking Brick Radio.
I was very, like, I was so close to getting on. Like, I can't remember who I was talking to. I know I was talking to Aiden and a couple other people about this. Like, I was very very close to just hopping in a car and going to the airport to just fly out there. But it was so close to the baby's birth that I was like,
I completely understand that. And what's up, JB? How you doing, bro? It's been a while. Quick says you're gonna include Barris's fight with Anakin in the interior. Oh, I guess that did happen. Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. I'm not passing up the opportunity. I'm not passing up the opportunity to finally include Barris, Offie, and Amok.
I completely forgot that there was at the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
It's such a good art. It's a really good art with Ahsoka and stuff. I just completely forget about that scene where Anakin confronts her in her dorm room.
Tank says I got another set of armor for the 501st Legion that I'm working on. Actually, 2. Oh, holy crap, dude. Which ones do you have? I mean, obviously it looks like there's a Stormtrooper in your profile pic, but what other one do you have? And Nine of Bricks asked a question. He says, the minifig packs are typically very limited in Australia. Is it the same in the US? Very scared about supply of the Star Wars minifig packs. That's a great question. Someone mentioned this in a comment on my video, basically just talking about how, like, the minifig packs are LEGO store exclusive, which I never really realized because I don't often shop for LEGO anywhere other than the LEGO store. But if that is the case, if it's going to be something that's only at the LEGO store, that is kind of unfortunate. But I would think LEGO would be aware enough of, like, these packs are going to be, quote-unquote, army-built a lot more often than, you know, the other sets. So I would hope that LEGO would have their stock to accommodate that. But we'll see. I mean, I don't foresee any long-term supply chain issues, but I don't know. We'll see. Kappa asks. Oh, go ahead.
See, I'm not 100% sure if that's the case because I know a lot of them have been recently, like, you can buy them specifically at Lego.com or Lego in stores, but I swear there's a couple other places that have them. I think it's either the Targets or Barnes & Noble that have had them in the past because a buddy of mine bought me the Spider-Man Far From Home one that came out during that movie, and he didn't buy it at the Lego store. I think he bought it somewhere else.
Interesting. Well, I guess we'll see. Another question. Kappa said, "When am I planning on picking up the UCS AT-AT?" I actually have it. I guess I never publicly announced that, but yeah, I have the AT-AT. I haven't built it, but I do have it.
Did you pick it up day one?
Say it again?
Did you pick it up day one?
I picked it up like day 3.
Okay.
There's another good question. Oh, Jay, will you be updating your sig fig with the new black hair from the city hospital? Okay, why do people think that's, like, accurate to my hair? I don't understand that. Like my hair has never looked like that. Like, I don't understand people, like, saying, oh my god, it's Jay's hair. Like, it's literally not my hair at all.
Yeah. I guess they compared to your profile picture, maybe.
Yeah.
Kinda,
But, like, I don't know.
I feel like the one you got is pretty suffice for the most part.
But so Quick says that was an old hairstyle hat, but my hair wasn't like that though. Like my hair's not shaved all the way around the back. Like I have hair on the back of my head. Like I have basically like a mohawk essentially. So that's why my current like hairpiece worked when my hair was short. Now my hair is in locks, so I have really no options. But if I was gonna update it, like I definitely wouldn't pick that piece because I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Makes sense.
I thought Lego's trending more and more towards giving us an actual like dreadlock piece, like hairpiece. So maybe, we'll see.
That would be cool.
I mean, they are getting into different hair pieces as of late.
For sure. Marquis says, "Hey Jay, I'm making a mock with my friend this weekend. The idea is to make a Venator hanger, or something, but we don't have anything done yet. Any suggestions on where to start?" Battlefront 2, go play that Kashyyyk level. Like, you can literally just walk right into the hangar of the Venator. Yeah, that would be my, like, yeah. Cody says like a year ago when you were building Starkiller. I know what you're talking about, but like my hair wasn't like that piece. Like I said, my head's not shaved on the back, so like that piece wouldn't work for me. Like that piece is like a high top like
yeah, and you never had
twist.
like a face.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, and see you all loyalists. Take care, man. Thanks for joining the Discord while you're here.
Those watching, don't forget to hit that like button.
Yes.
Show the boy some love.
Smash it.
Like you should. It's an obligation.
Oh my god, so many of these Technic bricks, bro.
Which Technic brick are you talking about?
The 1x14 in dark gray.
Oh, jeez.
Dude-tastic says, any new music anytime soon? As much as I'd love to, that's just not something I can commit to right now. Like,
Yeah.
I have so many things that I need to do, project-wise. Like, I'm still sorting Starkiller, guys. Like, so we're gonna try to keep things balanced here. I don't want to take on too much. I just feel like now that I'm finally done with Starkiller and I'm tackling some of the projects that I should have done a long time ago because of it, like, you know, Boil Lounge finally got done. I finally did that Scam Saga video I had filmed for forever, so slowly but surely I am making my way through my project list.
Speaking of that scam thing, I didn't end up watching the newest episode. Did you actually get the set with the figures now?
Bro, you gotta watch the video to see. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I did. Spoiler alert.
Dude,
Oh my
that
God.
video, I love that dialogue animation, I call it. Like,
Yeah,
like,
of Grogu talking.
yeah, you're like moving, and you're just talking over it. So
I was torn by like what I wanted to do with that. Like, I initially like, I wanted to find like a very British sounding person to do the voiceover for it, but I was just like, forget it. Let me just record this.
I still can't believe that happens. Like, not just once, but this multiple times. Like, that's ridiculous.
That was a bad week for me. Night of the Bricks asked if Starkiller will be fully sorted by the start of Kamino. Absolutely not. Not anywhere close. It'll be sorted enough for me to get a good start, though. That's the plan. JMW says, welcome to the Fit for Chapster. That is still happening. That is still at the front of my mind. Like I said, I'm catching up on projects.
Just takes a time.
It does. It really does. Especially, like, I mean, school for me is somewhat winding down right now. Like, I have some finals I still need to take, but they're not going to be super difficult. And then I'll have, like, Christmas break, quote-unquote. So, you'll see more, like, things from me as we move forward. Like, this is the first time I've streamed, like, 2 weeks back-to-back in forever, I'm sure. So, we're getting there, guys.
You've been streaming a lot more lately, and it's actually really nice getting to see everyone back in the swing of things for the most part.
Yes, I mean, Matt's got, like, a mock series going on, which is cool. I don't know what David's doing. David needs to announce a new mock so we can all concurrently be building a mock. I think that'd be nice. Kappa asked when Kamino will be started. Kappa, why are you not a mod on this anyways? The hell? But I haven't so when I did my video for the announcement, I said mid-December was my goal. I think that's still very much in play because I've been doing a lot of work on getting side ideas for Kamino. But mid-December / early January is kind of my idea. So like I said, I want to be off for break, so I will not be obligated to go do school stuff, so I have more time to actually get this mock started. I bought a bunch of containers today to at least move all the Starkiller stuff off of the tables where I need to build Kamino, and then, you know, some of them will be stored away, and I can just kind of grab a container when I need to sort it. Geez, more comments. Shout out to Turkey Dinner Chewy says, I'm glad the streams are back. I'm glad you feel that way. Ice Phoenix says he's building a collar mock, except it has a twist that there's a first order base. Any tips I want to get cheap first order troops for bulk? Sorry, bro, I bought all of them. What is collar? I have no idea what that is. Do y'all know what that is?
Collar?
Collar. Kaller.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, I have no idea. Will Brightmore asked a question. He says, "Are you building any of those bubble pod things? The one that Fives escapes in season 6?" So I've seen those, and Grievous actually gets in one. I'm pretty sure in in season, is it 1, 3? No, it's season 3.
Season 3.
And I don't I don't know. They're in Battlefront as well, but I feel like that ship design is just so lazy to me. I don't know. I have no that ship just doesn't interest me at all. It is literally just a ball. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it looks cool at all. Like, it's not something I want to put effort into building because it looks so lazy to me.
Caller is from Bad Batch, the first episode apparently.
Oh, okay. Well,
Child Canaan,
I'm sure that looks cool.
like a snow plant, kind of.
He says tonight is gonna be good.
Brandon Jarvis is in, or
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
Bro, don't spoil it. No, I'm kidding.
It's been a year.
Bro, I'm
Well, I don't think that matters for Jay. He's not gonna watch it anyway.
the boycott has no time limit.
Bro, wait a minute. You haven't seen Bad Batch yet?
Absolutely not.
And no Mandalorian season 2 either.
See, I knew about the Mando season 2. He's been very adamant about that.
Yeah.
I'm not watching Bad Batch for the exact same reasons.
To be honest, you're not missing much.
That's kind of what I've gathered. Someone asked if I'm going to be... Real quick, someone asked if I'm going to be using the new clones. Yes, I think
Yes.
at this point, like I said, I mentioned in the announcement video for these new packs that, like, I have, at least 60 of this clone. And as much as I love it, and it's sad to let it go, I'm just going to have to let it go. Like, it's going to be cheaper for me to build an insane army using these new packs, which will take care of me for Kamino, obviously, but also take care of me for, the eventual Geonosis mock. So, I'm just going to move forward with that. And I think, I don't know, like...
It's the cheaper way to go with, especially with the other battle pack being discontinued and those clones. Like, I just sold half of the clones I have to Blaine just like a couple weeks ago, and like most of them sold for over like almost $15 each.
Wait, you talking about... No, there's no way you sold this clone for $15.
I'm talking about the Phase 1 clone.
Yeah.
The realistic one.
Yeah, the one that came out in the Jedi Battle Pack. The one with Kiadi-Mundi and...
People are paying $15 each for these?
No way. Really?
No way, dude. Hold on, I'm going on Bricklink.
Because Blaine has it shown. I'll pull this up real quick on Bricklink, but I believe selling them for around that price, and they're selling pretty around that price range.
So I see one without leg printing. Let me find the leg printing one. There's no... Bro, these are selling for $15 each. Oh my god.
Like I said, like I
didn't know that.
sold Blaine like 45, I think, a couple weeks back, and like I made heavy bank on it.
Why are people... is that going to be a thing? Like, do people want to buy this realistic version because they don't want the ones in these upcoming packs? Like, is that going to be a thing?
I think the price maybe has been high.
Okay, so I'm on Bricklink right now. The cheapest one is in Canada for $7 US, which is crazy to me. Holy crap.
I didn't know that. No.
I thought this was like a $5 figure still. Jeez.
It's very expensive.
Let's see if I want to buy 5. Yeah, holy crap. Okay, so I put in... If I want to buy 5 of this clone on Bricklink right now, the cheapest person is Blaine, and he's selling it for $14.95. That is insane. Oh my god.
I actually just popped it out. 95. It's also got all the other Kiadi-Mundi and Bear Softies. I sold them as well, but yeah, these figures are not cheap.
Bruh.
Like, would you consider selling them, or you just want to keep them?
I mean, I wouldn't sell them, but That's just crazy to me. I mean, I feel like with the new I would assume the new like battle packs will drop the price on these for sure.
Yeah. I see a lot of people asking for the Kaminoans and the Aqua Droids, but they're just still undecided, right?
Yeah, I haven't decided on the design for either of those. And good luck to JMW, who's apparently in a bidding war for a lot of figures, including Dark Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Did they make a figure of that? No way.
No, the dark suit?
Wait,
The black suit, or?
unless he's talking about like.
I think he's talking about like
Black suit
emo.
Spider-Man.
I thought he was talking about like emo Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 3.
I don't think that one exists.
Yeah.
There's no sketch from Spider-Man 3.
Like, I know they made a black suited Spider-Man in that series, but I don't think
There's the
there's
Spider-Man.
a Tobey Maguire with it.
No, I don't think. Wait.
You're streaming, right, Jay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad I did not say what I was going to say.
Oh, he says dark blue Tobey Maguire. Okay, my bad. I don't know why I read dark. I said dark side or something. I guess I saw dark and Tobey Maguire and assumed he meant the emo Tobey Maguire. My bad, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, that dark blue Spider-Man's really cool. It has like the silver highlights and stuff.
What is that
I think I
from?
had that one.
The 2002 Spider-Man sets. Let's see.
Oh, I have so many of those.
Yeah, and the Green Goblin, the same set the Green Goblin came in, the one with the cool headpiece.
I thought that had dark blue Spider-Man wasn't until Spider-Man 2. I thought.
Am I stupid? I might.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
Spider-Man
it's
one.
It's a newer
Yeah,
one.
no, it's in this one. It's in this one. Oh no, this is the light blue one with the silver highlights. I'm thinking he said
Yeah.
dark blue.
Yeah.
Everyone's bad. I thought they
Yeah,
looked
dark
light blue
Dark
and
blue
then
came
the
in the
dark.
train set, and then what? He comes in 5 sets.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, I had a bunch of that figure. I had so many of that figure when I was younger.
I didn't know these sets existed. Oh my.
The train set. I'm sure he's in the Doc Ock set with like the compound. I'm sure he's
Yeah,
in.
the Doc Ock creation set.
There's like a set of like guys like robbing a jewelry store. I'm pretty sure he's in
Oh,
that.
I have that one, yes.
And let's see how good my Spider-Man 2 memory is.
There's 5 sets.
There's a bank, right? There's totally a bank.
That's the bank. That's the robber one.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, there's a Doc Ock one. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a train.
Robberies.
There's a Doc Ock one that comes with a base plate. There from the end of the movie. There's the robbery one, which is like I guess is it a diamond store and a bank?
So there's one that's a diamond store that has 2 crooks.
Right.
Which is that? Wait, is that the yellow face and peach? What? That's so cool. Yeah, that is the yellow face and peach. It's like the city gold tooth face in yellow and peach.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Yellow.
Wait, so that's
That's
not
so
the same
cool.
as the bank?
That's 2 different sets. They look identical though, because one is robbers, one is Doc Ock.
Oh, so Doc Ock has a bank set as well.
Yeah, it's like a facade of a bank that has
Right.
his aunt, and then there's a police officer in the world's worst Lego police
So
car.
I'm
and
so I'm
then
missing
a
one
police
set.
officer on a trike. And then there's one set you're missing.
I feel like I can guess this. Because I had all these sets. There was one set that came with an ambulance. Is that one of the ones I already named?
That's the one you're missing.
Okay, what the heck is this set? Oh,
It's
is it
Doc Ock's
is it his like testing facility thing?
Yes.
Yes, bro, I had all those sets.
That's
Oh
the-
snap! Shout out to Owen Tomlinson for the 1999 dono. He says can't stay going to the movie to see Sword Art Online. Just want to stop by and say hi. Have a good night. Thank you so much, dude. Holy crap! And enjoy your movie, obviously.
Man's a legend.
Bruh, these sets are so expensive sealed.
Bro, I had all those
Oh,
sets.
yeah.
I mean, I don't have the boxes anymore.
No way,
The one that's like the 2 no-name robbers and the worst Lego set ever is like 85 sealed. From
Bruh. I didn't,
So you're
are
paying,
those
like,
are those
$2
blue
a
suit
ship.
Spider-Man's like valuable or something?
Yeah. The Spider-Man figure is expensive. Yeah, the Spider-Man figure is like $20.
Bro, I had like I'm pretty sure I have at
I
least
guarantee
5 of
it just-
those.
Yours are
I
probably
guarantee it's just gonna go up because of.
Yes. Yeah.
Will probably
You
just go
wanna-
up in price with.
Let me put my douchebag glasses. Let me put my douchebag glasses. If you want to invest in them, you should buy them now.
Well, I'm not gonna buy any, but I'm just saying like I might need to find where those are in my collection if they're worth so much money.
The problem with them is that their print fades extremely quickly.
I feel like I recall that. Bro, I like, oh my, like, I had those things to spare when I was a kid. Like, I had so many Spider-Man, I was like, I don't know what to do with all these.
It's insane how those sets, I never saw them on shelves.
Bro, that was like peak Lego for me, man. Like, that was the first time I started hardcore collecting Lego sets. And it's so funny, too, because I remember exactly where I sat them in my room. Like, I had the train set, I had, like, the compound set, I had all those sets, like, above my desk. And then once I got into Star Wars, it's like a Toy Story moment where, like, all those were just gone and Star Wars sets are up there.
I do like the Spider-Man 1 sets. They're pretty garbage, but they're cool.
The only Spider-Man 1 set I had was the bridge.
Yeah, and you know what? That's such a sad excuse for a Lego set, because I think it retailed for $80, but it's like 35, not 35, like 300 pieces, I think.
I mean, they're all pretty big pieces. Like,
well, yeah, it was at the time when Lego was just pumping out new molds for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, and that's the set that came with the good Green Goblin.
Yes, well, that and the Green Goblin Lab came with it. But, like, yeah, so it's 300 parts, and the build is, I'm sorry, it's terrible. It's a cool set, and I'm going to get it someday, but, like, it's such a terrible build.
What the hell? There's a Jack Stone Spider-Man set.
Yeah, they did make that.
Yep. Figures. The hell?
Mm-hmm.
Never seen that.
It's just as valuable as every other Jack Stone figure.
So not at all.
Yes.
If I'm correct, there's also
bro. Okay.
Steven Spielberg.
In this random bag, guys. Okay, in this random bag of just crap that I just found, I'm looking at 2 of those dark blue Spider-Man like right now.
Yo, wait. Let me see that condition.
Hold on, let me show you. Hold on one sec.
Because I'm gonna praise that for you real quick.
You're watching the stream, right?
I am, but it's a little delayed, obviously.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk up to the camera. I'm gonna refocus
Yeah, okay.
it.
You just stood up for me on the stream.
Okay. Let's see. So mind you, the arms aren't correct on these, but that's not a big deal. Dark blue arms are.
I think that is a big deal. They're printed arms.
Yeah, they're just dark blue arms. Look at this.
That's pretty good condition, even from like. Ooh, how loose are the legs though? That moved pretty quickly. That's not the right legs though.
It's not the right legs. Yeah.
I think the arms are incorrect, Jay.
They are no, but I'm saying like I have the arms in here. They're just dark blue arms.
Oh, I thought they were printed. Never mind. They're not.
No, I don't think they're printed.
Why is Spider-Man a firefighter?
I don't know, dude. I was just doing stuff.
that question.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You really Anakin'd one of them and made the other one a firefighter.
I mean, in the Amazing Spider-Man, he wears a fire truck helmet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the legs are pretty cheap to buy. Some dude in Holland has a bunch of.
Spider-Man must have been down on cash or needed a secondary job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a firefight.
All right, guys, we're sending Spider-Man to the moon tonight.
Yes, sir. Actually, I think that was already done. I'm sorry to say that. I'm pretty sure I remember a certain person posted a picture. I think I do.
So I don't think does he have leg printing or does he just have hip printing?
He does. He has torso and he has waist printing.
Yeah, I said hip printing.
Yeah, hip printing.
But his legs are just
his legs
normal.
Are dark blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, his legs and arm are just dark blue, and then red hands, and then the torso, face, and the face is the hardest part to get.
Really?
There's 3 listed, yeah, and it comes in like many figures, and it's still the hardest part to get.
Bro, I have so much of this face. Oh my god.
Yeah, the face is like $6 to $7 a piece. In America, probably like $10.
Bro.
Yeah, the torso
makes money.
If you want to make bank, yeah.
Shout out to Spider-Man, guys. Alright, so I want to take a break from sorting because I want to build a Marauder. Like, I swear, I've like avoided this set at my Lego store because I didn't want to like, I wanted to actually build it before like making an opinion on it. I also need to build this set too.
Have you built a Marauder yet?
No, I've not built it. Or this Forge set.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's
Whoa. I've got 1 built of the Marauder, and then I've got 2 unopened. Well, it's open because I took out the figures, I just haven't built the set.
JMK says, I will buy that head and legs for 15 right now. I don't know, bro. I gotta think about it.
Jay, you can get more.
I gotta think about it, bro. The thing you have to remember is this is my childhood, guys. And I can't just easily let my childhood go.
Your childhood's worth at least $20.
Yeah. Isn't like
Best I
the
can do is
gray?
$20.
I heard isn't the gray Doc Ock also valuable?
Yes, every figure that is like named in the movie, okay, not named, like the selling characters in the movie, like the villain, the hero, are all expensive in the early 2006.
Bro, I need to assemble all those
I think
figures.
Mary Jane is also expensive.
Okay, so let's actually. I think Harry Osborn. I think even the ambulance driver, because that was like one of the first times they had a
Yeah, the black guy with a beard. I know exactly
Yeah,
what, dude. Oh my
no,
god.
he's cheap. He's cheap. I was very wrong. He's really cheap. That's depressingly cheap. Doc
How
Ock.
expensive is how expensive is the Mary Jane figure?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I'm looking at this is the Doc Ock from the Fusion Lab, so they're not peak Doc Ock. Peak Doc Ock with the cool sand green is he's first of all there's like none listed and he's like 20. And then Aunt May is also expensive. No, she's
But the green Doc Ock was in multiple sets though.
Who?
The green Doc Ock was in multiple sets. The
Yeah,
gray
but
one was
so
only.
was the blue Spider-Man. That Spider-Man was in 5 sets.
I know, but I'm just surprised that the gray one's not more expensive considering it was only in one set.
Yeah, the sand green was only on 1 set as well.
Really? No way.
Yeah. What it says here on Bricklink? I think it's a different Oh, I think it's because the neck bracket. Let me make sure.
I was about to say that dark because I have multiples of the sand green one.
Yeah, I know. My brother had multiples and he had those sets too. I know that there should be more than one.
Tig asks how much will it be to get to the Boyle Lounge Day for Kamino. I haven't decided on a price yet, but I'm sure it'll more than likely just still be the same. It'll more than likely still just be $50.
Yeah, can I just donate a bunch of clones again to get into the Boyle Lounge?
Are they gonna be the new clones?
Yeah.
Oh, they are gonna be the new clones, like from the pack that's gonna come out in January.
Oh my gosh.
Probably.
Yo, Jay, the difference is that Doc Ock's face in the bank robbery is frowning. And
Oh.
Doc Ock's face in the trading is clenched teeth, angry.
Okay.
And they're both the same
What is
price,
it?
though. That's the only difference.
What a significant difference.
Yes, and then the Doc Ock from the one where he dies, spoiler, I'm sorry, is different because he's smiling. So 3 different face prints for 3 different Doc Ocks.
I need to find all my Doc Ocks.
God, I wish I'd bought these sets when I was well, first of all, I was like 5, so I was way too young for them anyway.
Bro, I love those sets so much. Oh my god, like I said, that was the
I love
first
that
time I
movie.
started hardcore collecting Lego.
These sets are so, like, they're not even good sets, they're just nostalgic.
That like compound set was the first time I ever got a base plate.
That's cool. First time I got one was the Avatar Air Temple.
Nice.
Yeah, that set was, I mean, I'm angry I didn't ever keep it built because of how, like, ridiculously expensive it is now, but I was a kid, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have some very good memories with the Spider-Man set with the 3-wheelers. With the
those
rubber
trikes.
guys.
Lego went hard on those trikes in the early 2000s. Like, they were in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I had so many of those. Oh my god.
Exactly, like, they went too hard on those things.
It made me annoyed because like motorcycles weren't easily accessible, but the trikes were for some reason.
Yeah.
And I remember when they first dropped that new motorcycle mold. It was from the police bike in like maybe like 07.
Oh, yeah.
That
Oh, I
set
remember.
went
I
so
got that.
hard. I bought that. That's like, I think that might be the only time I ordered something from the Lego website. I got that as well as the People Pack that was at the time. It came with like 30 minifigures for $40, and it came with 4 trikes.
Oh, there was the early
Or-
one. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot about the early one of those People Packs, yeah. Lego City was my jam as a kid. I had, man, the 2007 Police Wave is probably one of my favorite, like, set waves, period.
Did you have?
I love all those things.
Did you have the
That's
blue
the one-
passenger plane?
Yes, it's the one with the blue plane. Yeah, I had that plane, yes, I love that plane.
I love that
Oh
plane
my gosh,
too.
love
That was such a good set. It was huge.
Oh, oh, man. For $40, what an absolute bargain.
Was it really only $40?
It was 40 or 50 either way.
Oh my
ridiculously cheap.
god, jeez.
Let me make sure I'm not.
That fact was very nice.
I also got that set with the Batman Batwing from that time. That's also, I love that set.
I have the one with Batman and Catwoman. I think that's the same wave, right?
Yes, I like that one. That was my first ever Lego set, actually.
Nice.
Those sets
Yeah,
were.
oh my god,
those
Jay,
sets-
Pass, you're playing
those
with
sets were
$40.
I felt like expensive.
What was that? Sorry.
I said those Batman sets are so expensive nowadays.
It's insane.
Yeah, I
It's
bet.
ridiculous. I mean, the Batcave used is like 400.
Wow.
Yeah. I picked up the Bat Boat
For that.
a year or so ago, and it was like 60 some bucks to get it.
I mean, once I've moved out and I have a job and a bunch of disposable income. Hopefully, I'm just gonna start rebuying all my old sets from my childhood, like sealed, and just keep them sealed. Not to like invest, just because I love having them around. You know.
You just want to relive that moment when you pulled it off the shelf as a kid.
Oh man, it's so many fun memories. And yeah, the passenger plane was $40 retail.
That is insane.
That's
Marquise
ridiculous
asks,
value.
am I going to build the mock based on Attack of the Clones or Clone Wars or both? Will How I Met Kaminoans, will 99 appear? It'll be both. Kaminoans are a question mark right now. But I would like to include 99. The annoying thing is, I know that guy Baggles, like, recently said that, like, he's pulling the 99 from his store like it's retired, like, right when I would need to buy one. So I might need to find, like, a different custom 99. But yeah, I gotta have my boy 99.
Garrett, you asked a question, and the answer is 18,336 cents.
Is that wait? Do you actually knew that?
The brick set has it right here.
Oh, okay. I thought you just like.
It's not complete. So from my estimation, brick set's missing 200 sets probably, because like Lego in the early years when they were only in Europe, basically had a unique number for certain countries.
Right.
Because there would be like different. What's the word I'm looking for? Languages on all the bricks and everything. And so those sets aren't cataloged. I'm guessing they're missing like 200 or so sets.
Here's a question you might know the answer to, Aaron.
Yeah.
How many? When did Lego start not putting the number of pieces on the international boxes? Like,
They never had them, I think.
so really?
I think the U.S. law requires it. I'm almost certain.
Oh yeah. I mean that's why. But I'm just like why don't we see more like I don't know like does someone have an O2 gunship out there without the number of pieces on the box? Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
I feel like I've never seen. I don't know. Like, why don't people make a bigger deal about that? The fact that there's all these box differences.
I think that personally, as a kid, like when I was younger and I was like, one Lego set maybe every few months because I had no money. That like when I was that young, I preferred knowing the piece count because like I would never remember it. But now as an adult, I think it looks better without the piece count because it's more like picture space on the box, I guess.
I feel like the piece count doesn't take up enough space to warrant making two different boxes.
It just looks cleaner.
Like, is it really? Does it? I mean, whatever.
Okay, this guy doesn't have the box, so those instructions are destroyed. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find a listing for one that like someone is selling for their kid here in Germany.
But like the UCS sets all have the piece counts on the box, right? Like, there's not an international.
So those, like the flower sets, like all those creator sets, like those adults only sets, all have piece count since 4 years ago. Like I think the first set I remember, I could be wrong here, was the Master Builder Cloud City. Was the first European set I saw that had the piece count in a while. Like I've seen sometimes.
Okay.
Because some stores don't stock it. I cannot tell if this is a box or not. This looks like a box. Is it a box? Jay, you should know. Does the 2002 instructions have pictures on the back? No, that's a box. Yep, this box has no piece count.
Oh, the gunship?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Post it in the lounge.
I will. Wait, before I sound stupid, is the piece count underneath the H on the box? For the gunship?
I can't. The way my gunship box is placed right now, I can't see the front of it, but sure.
Let me make sure before I sound stupid. Okay, yeah, I mean, regardless, I found a picture. Yeah, okay. This picture has the piece count underneath the H's. This picture has no piece count underneath the H. So, yes. This is, of course, it's a terrible picture, so why wouldn't it be? But you can tell. I posted in lounge.
Tig says, literally before I announced the Kamino, he says he started a Kamino mod. I since stopped after the barracks and started building some Starkiller mocks like the hallway and hangar for the TIE Fighter. Hey, that's what's up. Bro, I'm sorry. That box without the pieces looks cursed.
I like it.
It looks so cursed. Oh my god. That looks so weird.
I personally, I do like it.
That looks so weird. It looks, it looks so incomplete. Like, where's
Here's a better picture, actually. It's so clean though. There's because also with the piece count there comes the warning text, and Europe they don't care. No, okay. They want you to choke on it here.
Nah, bro, that is cursed.
No, that's great.
That kind of creep. That looks so weird compared to the official box.
That is the official box. Lego's a European.
Bro, that
company.
looks so weird.
That looks.
You guys are aware everything in Lego.
That
America
looks like
is
a-
not official.
That looks like a bootleg.
It does not look like a bootleg.
It looks straight up like a bootleg. Bro, look at this bootleg gunship.
It's not a bootleg. It looks so much better.
Nah,
I really
that's a
want something
bootleg.
sealed from that wave.
Hold on,
Oh,
can you
man.
guys see? Can you guys see this photo? People in the chat, can you see that photo?
The piece count because it is official. It just seems
It's not
weird to me.
official. You guys keep
No.
saying it's official. Y'all are the second-rate Lego consumers.
Nope,
For me, it just seems normal.
nope.
Okay, wait a
Without
minute,
the
wait a
key-
minute. Do I have
without
Lego
the
sitting
key.
here?
Okay, tell me that box doesn't look cursed. Tell me that doesn't look
looks
cursed.
amazing, Jay.
No, it does not.
Design.
No, it does not.
Beautiful. You
It
suck.
looks normal to me.
Bro,
Okay, I have a Lego set box here from 2003. The only country listed is Bill and Denmark, because that was before they opened any other factory. So any set from the early 2000s, I think Enfield opened in 2005, I think. The Connecticut one, which is where they started. No, they don't even box them in Connecticut, they box them in Mexico. I'm struggling to form a sentence here.
I just posted what a good gunship box looks like in the chat.
It looks incomplete but kind of sleek. See, Garrett gets it. Garrett gets it. He does.
No, Tig gets
you
it.
guys
It's
are all wrong.
cursed. That is a cursed box.
It's an amazing box, Jay.
That is such a
Stop.
cursed box. Watch someone like pull the picture of my gunship box and it's the international one. I'd cry.
Wait, why is it required to have the piece count in America?
It's just law.
Because kids will choke. If
No,
there's
that's
less
not
than-
why. It
I
has to
know.
do with like it has to do with like when you buy food here, for example, everything's like based on like price per ounce. And I think because Lego's like multiple pieces, it has to do like that kind of law extends to Lego for some reason.
Yeah. So Jay, if you check Lounge, I just sent a picture of the Red Baron plane from 2002, and it does have the piece count, but he could have imported that from America.
I don't see it.
You
Yeah.
don't see it. It's the newest picture. It gets an ad every time I screenshot it. That's so annoying.
The hell?
Is the ad always there? What the heck? No,
Just
but
get that book.
you know, I have it, and it just doesn't seem to work.
No, the good box is perfect, guys.
Here, I sent it again. Oh, I did not send it again.
So I'm just saying, if you want to know the number of pieces in one of those European sets, are you just SOL? Like,
No, you just look it up. I mean, now.
but that's
back
not, but
then-
you have to look it up. Like, that's so
No,
unnecessarily.
back then, yeah. And that pissed me off sometimes. I went to a store called. What store did I go to? That store is closed now, but I went in there and it was right when the Ninjago sets started coming out, like all the first ones. And I had like 35 euros, and I was like, I'm buying like 2 of the spinner sets and then like a small battle pack type set. And I wanted to get 400 pieces, and I could not calculate that. And that frustrated me so much as a kid. And I obviously didn't have a phone. And I was just sitting in the store, and I was so angry, and the employee couldn't help me. But yeah, you're right, it is annoying to have the piece count. But that was a kid. I'm an adult now. It's different.
Dutastic says if you see that cursed box, don't buy it. Someone probably took the fix. I know. They'd have to open every bag, but I know. Oh, actually, no. They'd have to open one bag.
Y'all complaining over nothing.
I love how, like, there was a time where it was super popular for people to just sell one bag of sets that had valuable figures, but all the valuable figures were in bag 1. So, like, I would see people selling, like, oh, this is bag 5 of the UCS Cloud City set, $150. It's like, no, I want the one with the figures.
You're good, Jay. Check Lounge. Great picture.
Ah, it's cursed. Delete it.
And that's from 99, right? Yeah, so that means it goes, at least every Star Wars set has been that way.
Bro, delete it. Delete that
I'm trying to
image.
find pre-1999.
With the baby oh my goodness.
That was was a set number? I typed in 357. It was a set from
Uh,
1973.
So Lego Lord Zuko asks, "Who's my favorite Spider-Man actor?" Tom Holland, easily. Dutastic says, "If you see that," I already read that. Jamin Grove says, "Jay, how many times have you linked a Lego set together?" That's actually a good question. So I for sure did it with the Cafe Corner. Well, so here's Cafe Corner is my Cafe Corner is brick linked. My Green Grocer is brick linked. My Arc 170 is kind of brick linked. Like I basically took the original one and moved pieces over and then tried to remake the newer one. Other than that, none of them. I think those might be the only ones that I've... Oh, and I guess my Slave 1, my Django Slave 1 I brick link. This bad boy right here.
Coming from somebody who is very well accustomed with Bricklink, depending heavily on the set and its contents, it could, and most of the time, will be more expensive to part something out because there's stores that bait your wanted list.
Exactly. Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah, it's so frustrating sometimes, and like they'll overprice certain parts because they know it goes to a set. So if you're parting a set together, make sure you individually go through every single lot it picks, because I found out that Bricklink like intentionally favors ridiculously overpriced stores.
Yep.
And no one notices if you click buy all, you're buying a part for $13 instead of 10 cents.
Yeah.
Which it's egregious. It's so annoying. If you're parting a set together, do not buy from Brickety. I'm sorry, that store is like so bad with it. Do not buy from them. They overprice so many set parts, and then also give me a brick, but he overprices everything.
Take says he bricklinked his MTT. I don't know what you mean by Mac, but the dropship and ATOT. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, so that was the case with my Django Slave 1. Like, I bricklinked the whole thing for like maybe $80, and that set, even without the figures, is going for like $200 now, which is insane. Why are people spending so much money on that original Slave 1? Like, I don't get it. I get it's still like Django Slave 1, but still, like, it's insane.
I think it's 300, Jim.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Whoa, this is a weird defect.
Semantics.
Look at this weird ass defect on this instruction book. Can you guys see that? It's just like this weird like print error.
That's fun.
Nice.
Oh, sell that on Instagram. It's worth like $4,000. I got this.
Say it again.
Did anyone hear that?
I said I'm pretty sure I put that same error in Marble.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never seen that before.
Let's see.
All right, see ya, Ice Phoenix. Take care, man.
Oh, that's funny. You can't get a complete Django Fest Slave 1 in America on Bricklink.
That's everyone's buying them up, and go on eBay. Like people are constantly bidding high money for that set.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Wait, for the originals Django Slave one?
Yeah, the one you bought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
mine
I
is
tried
actually
looking
crazy.
at you like last week, and we couldn't find any either.
Quick says that I see the concept art for the Kenobi show. Am I going to watch the show? No and no.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh no, you can get it for a reasonable bargain of $250 without the box.
Reasonable bargain.
$400 with the box.
Wait, how
Reasonable
much?
bargain.
$400. $250 without the box. If you're in Europe though, you can get it for.
Because I think I bought mine for €50.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Wait, did yours come with a box?
No, but
Oh.
it
The box
came
is
with
like
the
$100.
instructions.
I was gonna ask. You want to give me the box? You want to just
Oh
give it
yeah,
to
you're
me?
looking for the box.
Yeah.
Unironically, the box is worth $100, which is just ludicrous.
That makes me so mad because someone had a box on Bricklink for $30, and I was like, "Oh, that's too much. I can find it cheaper."
Mhm.
Haven't seen a listing since.
You guys would be shocked at how many boxes are worth upwards of $100.
Lego Lord Zuko says, "Will I be watching shows like Andor?" Will not be watching Andor.
Jay, are you just spraying off any Disney Plus Star Wars series?
I'm just sparing off any of these derivative shows that are just based on things we've seen a million times already. I've seen enough of Obi-Wan. I can safely say I do not need to see any more of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am good on Obi-Wan. I'm good on Cassian and the Rebellion and the Empire. I'm good on all those things.
I'm done with Tatooine. I'm so sick of it.
I'm done
Yeah,
with
that
sand
too.
planets,
Oh my
man.
god.
Yeah.
Too many sand planets. There's so much sand in space.
Okay,
Like,
so that's
yeah,
kinda
Boba Fett is literally gonna be only Tatooine, probably. Boba Fett
All
shop.
the ETO2 dropship sets I can find all have piece count here. So I'm guessing that some boxes default had piece count, but you know.
They didn't want to
most of them-
curse that box.
I was trying to find a cursed one to scare you, but I couldn't.
It says, "What's the next piece of Star Wars content I'm going to watch?" I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they announce something that piques my interest, I suppose.
The Ray show.
I'd watch a Ray show, even though it's
Oh
like
my
about a character.
God.
I would only watch it because in support of Bay. That's the only reason I watch it.
Oh, I said that, and then I thought about the backlash it would receive on just Lego Instagram alone, and it's just.
I genuinely don't understand the hate for Rey. Like, I kind of get the hate for those movies, but like, how do you hate Rey? Like, she's adorable. Like, I genuinely just don't get it. Like, she's so
What is this
cute.
picture?
Like, she's just so charming and like I feel like if any of you met Daisy Ridley in person, you'd probably like love her. Like, she seems like such a lovable person, and I feel like that transcends to her character with Rey. But like the Rey hate, I just don't get. And what the heck is going on with that dropship? It looks sad.
It's on AliExpress, man.
Bro, it looks sad.
The sideways
It's so
thrusters.
sad.
Bro, look at this depressed
Look at
dropship,
the front.
guys.
Look at the front. It's missing all of the cockpit in the front.
Oh my
It's
god,
all
it
of the
is.
Jesus.
Oh, there's a better picture of the front. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Also, this looks like a terribly photoshopped photo.
That's so depressing.
It's
Bruh.
so funny.
Broken.
Oh man, it's breaking. I mean, it's only $50.
Well, at least they got it in the light box and took a picture.
That's how I
Classic
work,
Breaks
though.
says, I found Disney is really taken away from the mysterious factor that was built with so many iconic characters and fleshing them out. Personally, I think it's better if some characters remain a mystery. I totally agree. 100%. Yes, Lego Lord Zuko says, I love the sequels, but some of the things I love, I can easily see how people dislike them. Rey is not one of them. Yes! How do you not like Rey? She's adorable.
Nah, we should not give her for people who spend $50
They're
on
not
a physical.
boring over there, freaking out.
Oh, Jay, you sent the dropship picture too. Oh.
I put it in the chat, yeah, so everyone
Yeah.
can indulge in this pathetic-looking dropship.
I think it's adorable. It's just looks like a sad.
Do you think that they need to, like, change up a few things so it doesn't get, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that's not them changing it. That's their terrible fake bricks breaking.
Right, but I don't know, I was just like, maybe they just need to change it up enough to where it doesn't, like, trigger any, I don't know. It just looks so sad, though.
I was in Malaysia 2 years ago, in some small island, and I walked into a store, and I had never seen this brand of fake Lego before, but basically it was like the size of, you know that motorcycle police set we were talking about earlier? Like
Yeah.
that size box?
Yeah.
And it was, they had thousands of these tiny boxes, and every single one, basically, they took a picture of a Lego figure, any Lego figure, any theme, and then they put, like, loose bricks underneath them, or, like, a terrible build, and that was the box art, and then I opened it, after I bought one, because I'm stupid, and it was, like, not a single similar piece, and the instructions was a cut-up piece of paper thrown in the box at an afterthought.
Bruh.
And I'm like, how lazy.
Bruh.
I mean, I paid 10 cents, but still, how lazy.
That is,
The fake
wow.
Lego's hilarious.
They couldn't even make those pieces consistent. They're just like, whatever.
No.
No one's buying this for the
No.
parts anyways.
They have so much advertising on the box, and then you cannot buy what's on the box. It's just like it's an advertisement, and you're buying random bricks.
Yeah. Jamin Grove says that I get the Luke lightsaber promo. Yes, I did. And I do not understand the hype around that promo. I do not get it. I do not get it at all. Like,
I really think the light blue gray needs to be some kind of silver, or it doesn't work.
even I
looks so bland.
I just don't see the appeal of buying a mini like Lego lightsaber handle. Like, I just
Yeah, it's not even the right size. So
like the fact that
Why
people are
even
paying like
bother?
$150 for that is just dumb to me. I'm sorry, it's not
Yeah,
dumb.
actually, not
You can
gonna
buy
lie.
whatever you want. It's not me to judge you what you spend your money on. But I just don't get it. I just really don't get it.
I mean, being real, it's only expensive because of how rare it is.
Right, but like, why would you go out of your way to buy it? Like, there's plenty of things
Because
that
people are. It's fear of missing out.
missing out on like on what though? Like, you can build that. It's not like a figure. It's the.
No, because to be honest, you could probably just put it apart.
But like, there's tons of exclusive things that like. There's tons of exclusive things that people don't like go in droves to try to get. Like, there was like those exclusive micro fighters from Star Wars Celebration that like no one cares about. Like,
yeah, well, that's different. That's not a display piece.
why would it matter what it is? Like,
also, Jay, you forget that these micro fighters were made 5 years ago, and current Lego Star Wars market is basically a crappier stock market of crypto, where it's just like constant hype, and then fear of missing out, and then people get angry and the prices spike to ridiculous highs. And that's what's going to happen with Lightsaber. In like a month, it'll be like $200, which is stupid.
I guess.
I definitely feel like, especially if anyone's really wanting to go out of their way to get the lightsaber, they can just part out on Bricklink. And
that's what
get
I'm
the set
saying.
for so
Yeah,
much cheaper.
like, yeah.
The only exclusive thing in that
they're
set
buying
is
for the
the box, and then that's really the only exclusive thing. The box and then the sticker point.
I think most people just buy it to keep seals, to be honest.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
displayed
don't know a
seals.
single person who's built it.
It's not worth building.
No, it isn't. As much as I want to, I also got my brother got me Yoda's lightsaber for my birthday. I'm not gonna build that.
No,
I'm not gonna ever open that box. It's just, it's something I have, and I'm not like.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. JMW says another unpopular opinion: the original trilogy is better than the prequels by a small, tiny bit. Are you saying it's unpopular because it's only?
Unpopular.
Yeah. Are you saying it's unpopular because it's better, or because it's only better by a small, tiny bit? I hope you mean the latter. Felix954 with the high IQ comment. He says, I don't get the Rey hate, and I don't get the Ahsoka hype either. I feel like the fans pulled such a 180 on Ahsoka, and I, for as long as I live, will never understand how, like why she became beloved. Not say, like taking all judgments of her character aside, like, she's kind of whatever to me. Like, I don't think she's a poor or a good character. She's just kind of there for me. But the fact that, like, for whatever reason, people just came around to, like, love her is really surprising to me.
The Clone Wars, like, they, at the time, especially near the end of the Clone Wars series, people were kind of just on the, she's alright, or I don't really care about her. Then it seems after the reprise of the newer season, it just seems that everyone got excited, like, holy crap, they're bringing her back.
But that's, like, I don't know, like, it just seems...
before that.
I'd say it happened, like, maybe, like, in, like, Disney era Star Wars. I think that's...
It happened when Disney bought it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I think that it's because the arc for Mandalore got leaked or got like revealed right as as Disney bought Star Wars, and then everyone was hoping to see that, and the fact that we didn't get to see it, or we only saw like the crappy pre-animations, like just built hype for 5 years progressively, and then it kind of not climax. That's the wrong word.
Peaked.
I guess no. Climax is the right word. It just has a bad connotation. But yeah, it just...
Yeah, keep saying it, Aaron. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, okay, well, it's not a bad word, but yeah.
It wasn't a bad word until you made it a bad word. Until you're like, oh yeah, that's a weird...
I know. I get it. I should not have said the extra stuff. I get that. But still, what I said was true.
Was this supposed to rotate? I guess not. No, okay. Dutastic says it's crazy how much people love Thrawn like he's blue.
I don't get the Thrawn hype. I mean, he's not a bad character, but like, he's not my favorite.
He's literally the worst at plans. He makes all these elaborate plans, but never a success.
Right? Like, he's not a good general.
No.
He loses his fleet every time.
He loses his, like, good kids.
Yeah, and then he's like, and everyone's like, oh, he's such a good tactician.
I mean, I think it's unfair. Like Book Thrawn, I've heard good things about, and I think that's just kind of carried over to Rebels Thrawn. Even though Rebels Thrawn, I did not care for at all.
Yo, Jay, check out these.
Thrawn is a good tactician when it comes to non-plot characters.
Yeah.
I like his figure more than this character.
Brickface says, "I just comes down to opinion. I like Soka from the start and grew up watching that show. I've always liked the character design and her fighting style. I still like Rey too. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not saying like no one liked Ahsoka when she first came out, but like she was kind of hated the way I guess Rey is now. Maybe even to a greater extent because she was a little kid. That's obviously not the case anymore. Have I read the Thrawn books? No. Someone asked if I liked Visions. I'm gonna be honest, I did not watch Visions.
I watched the first
watched
episode
10
and I
minutes.
stopped.
I watched 10 minutes. I could not handle it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so weird.
Boring. And now it's even worse because like that one TikTok sound makes it so much worse.
Wait, what?
There's a
What
TikTok
TikTok?
sound. It's fine. I have an addiction to TikTok. It's okay.
Oh God.
But like when
Oh,
when
God.
the Sith lady's fighting the Jedi, and she's like, "I've never killed a Jedi," and like they add that to some music, and it's so annoying now. I can't watch Visions.
Brickface says Visions was hyped for me as an anime fan, and I think that's probably the case. I'm not really into anime like that, and also I'm just like I want to watch a good Star Wars story, but I don't know, like it feels so weird for me to try to fill my Star Wars void with something that's not canon and something so niche. Like at this point, I really just want for them to start a new trilogy of films or a new saga rather. Like just give me something to really get invested in. Like. I don't know.
What would you like to see? Like, do you have something, some idea of something you would really enjoy?
That's like I literally don't care. Like it could be anything.
Just anything.
Any story that's good with characters that work and tell an interesting story. Like that's fine. Like I don't think I have.
After this,
I don't think I have
after
particularly
the
high
sequels.
standards. I just kind of want the galaxy to go somewhere other than like things we remember. You know. I want I don't know. I know this is true, but I want for like Disney to make a concerted effort to show everyone that we don't need to just hold on to the past. It sounds so weird to say this because like I feel like
The past died,
Ryan
whatever
Johnson,
it was.
but like it's so weird how much like a lot of the stuff that Kylo Ren says in that movie holds true for me about like not letting go of the past and things like that. And I mean Kylo's obviously the villain, so he's not 100% right with what he's saying, but like a lot of his points speak directly to the Star Wars audiences, and we've just gone so far against that it's kind of shocking to me. Like I never imagined when Disney acquired Star Wars that this many years into the game that they'd still be playing like the nostalgia thing, but that's like all it is now. That's literally all Star Wars is now, and I just don't get it. Like I don't
will
get
stay
it.
that way.
That's every old franchise is getting rebooted. It's just that they're trying to like that has an established base. Is they're trying to get back the old fans with the nostalgia, and it gets boring after some point, which I think in Star Wars has happened now. I'm tired of hearing the word Skywalker.
Yeah, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like to what? I don't know. Star Wars at least like. I mean, obviously the characters in Star Wars are really important, but I don't think Star Wars is as character reliant as something like Marvel, for example, where you have these names like Iron Man and Captain America, where like it's going to be a hard sell to get people to care about the stories moving forward, which I think is kind of the dilemma they find themselves in the post Infinity saga that they're kind of dealing with right now. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I'm not like worried for them at all. But I think Star Wars has that unique deal where the galaxy itself is appealing enough to kind of make up for that. And I think as long as you're making characters that resonate with people, then you can, not necessarily need to rely on the old stuff or even just old imagery. But, like, I think the fans have just terrified Disney so much to where, like, they don't want to take chances anymore. I think that's kind of what concerns me. They just gave up all, like, attempts at taking chances.
They're just going with the safe option.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, like, if I was a director, I would not want to direct the next Star Wars movie.
Oh, yeah. Like, why would anyone want to do
All
that?
got absolute hate. And I know that, like, before I kind of got over it, because I was like, whatever, it's just a movie, I went to go see Knives Out, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be terrible because Ryan Johnson directed it. I'm like, no, because it's just... It does stain their name, unfortunately, with a lot of people because how big the Star Wars franchise is. Which I'm sure is not like as big of a concern, but Still, if I was a director, I wouldn't want to direct a Star Wars movie.
Oh yeah, no, that's a death sentence.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yes. And I mean, like, if JJ had what to work with, and then he kind of made that abomination in the end, and where did it result him? Like, what's the next movie being directed by him? I don't even know.
I think JJ just chilling right now.
He's probably making another
I mean,
contract, I guess.
He probably doesn't need to work anymore.
Yeah, that is true. He is filthy rich.
Oh, he's set. Hey, what's up, Trevor? How you doing, bro? But yeah, I think that's really my biggest thing. The fact that they're so reluctant to take chances now is kind of the saddening part of things for me. Like, we're getting like people are in 2021 are excited about a show about Obi-Wan in a desert. Like, I just don't get it. And I don't like, and I know my
like
Obi-Wan hate aside, that like, are we not past that? Like, I don't know, man.
Yes, I kind of have high hopes for the Taika movie since I think he might try something different, but that's a long way. There's still a long time before that comes out.
Like, I don't know, like people say like these characters are so good and like, and you know, like Obi-Wan is just such an awesome character and he was awesome in the prequels, but it still feels like everyone's waiting for Disney to somehow, I don't know if I want to say redeem the characters, but like make them worthwhile. It's like, oh, we need Anakin, we need Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor to come back and reunite so we can like get whatever we missed from the prequels. And I'm like, okay, if the prequels were so good, then like, why do we need this reuniting now? You know, like,
It's all nostalgia. It's
Yeah.
so powerful.
ugh,
It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm gonna watch Kenobi. I'm gonna watch every episode of Kenobi because I love Ewan McGregor and I like Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, I'll watch. I mean,
of all the shows that I've skipped, I think Kenobi is easily the most skippable to me.
I'm excited for it, but that's because of nostalgia.
I mean, I wouldn't be excited if it was like recast actors, but I guess I'm kind of excited.
Recast actors, no way.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that. But I guess because it's the same actors, I'll give it. I mean, I'll watch it. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, Star Wars is going in a direction.
I do think like having them duel again is probably dumb. Like a second duel.
I mean, I feel like we would have heard about that by now. And I feel like the way Obi-Wan talks in Episode 4, he hasn't seen Anakin since Mustafar.
Yeah, that's what I want to just be canon. But you know,
Yeah,
Disney,
great
they can
point,
change
though.
it all.
And I'm not saying the retconning is bad. I think it's great, like especially the addition of not just certain things at Hoth. You know, that's great. But I mean, other stuff it just seems like they're satisfying the loudest of the fans, which is not the correct ones usually.
Sayo Bibble says, I was excited for Kenobi until I heard they had to put Vader in it and have a big fight.
Yeah.
Trevor said, so Trevor says the Boba Fett show is the most skippable. I mean, I feel like I have more disdain for Boba Fett than I do Obi-Wan as a Star Wars character, especially after The Mandalorian. Like, before Mandalorian, I probably could not have cared less, but now, like, he's more problematic for me. The Obi-Wan one still feels more skippable for me, though, because Obi-Wan's, like, a main character, and we've seen him before, multiple times, doing many different things. Or, like, whereas Boba Fett at least somehow, like, Boba Fett at least has the novelty of, like, you know, you might actually get a personality out of this person that you haven't seen before. So that at least feels it feels like there's some ingenuity with that. Whereas with Obi-Wan is just purely, like, nostalgia. Like, there's no there's no, like, there's nothing creative about it. It's just,
And I couldn't be more hyped.
It's
That's
a
a
Power
good
Ranger show.
question, by the way, Joe. Does that mean, especially with your more disliking towards Boba Fett's, are you even going to try and give it a chance?
oh, the Boba Fett is such an easy skip for me. Boba Fett is the reason I stopped watching The Mandalorian, so I'm definitely not going to watch the Boba Fett
The
show.
first episode, yeah.
I remember your reaction to seeing Boba Fett, and you're, oh my goodness, I still can't believe that that is what caused you to like, alright, I'm done. I'm gonna head out.
I mean, I already. So that was a rule I made before I even watched the show. I was like, the moment there's some stupid forced cameo, I'm bouncing on the show, and it happened to be at the end of the very first episode. Trevor says, "LOL, just thought about the fact that Boba Fett and Kenobi will take place on Tatooine. I'm so tired of seeing that planet." Yeah, like they were talking about that earlier. Like everyone's just kind of tired of Tatooine.
Like, I feel like I would enjoy a show that's like Coruscant, you know?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so interesting, because like the set design would be super interesting and like vibrant, you know? We've seen so little of Coruscant for being such a major place.
There's so many.
Dude-tastic says, Jay, do you think you will lose interest in Star Wars if you don't watch the new content? I mean, it hasn't really happened to this point. Like, I feel like I'm still just as much like a big Star Wars fan as I was before. I think Mox certainly helped with that. I feel like I'm more of a Star Wars fan because I'm avoiding them. Like, for my own mental stability, like, I can't force myself into watching these shows that I know are just going to trigger me. Like, the fanboyism that is perforating throughout Star Wars right now is kind of unbearable for me. Like, the just senseless nods to anything that I might recognize because I'm a Star Wars fan. Like, it takes me so out of the universe, the show, the movie, whatever I'm watching, when it's so obvious that, like, some fanboy who, like, grew up with Star Wars is writing this to quench whatever childhood desires he might have had. Like, it just makes the universe not feel real to me. It just feels like something that's being written to pander to me. And I don't enjoy that. It doesn't immerse me in the universe, right? Like, I don't know, like, I can't watch Boba Fett with his bald and eyebrowless self, you know, doing stuff in a post-Return of the Jedi world and think anything other than, yeah, they're obviously just doing this because everyone thought Boba Fett was so badass and he got killed too quickly, so now we need to redeem what might be left of his character. And it's just so lame to me. I just can't get over that.
It's tiring after rehashing everything.
Say that again?
I said, at a certain point, it just gets tiring after everything just keeps getting rehashed.
Yeah, like, can they make a Star Wars story that feels like it was written with anything other than the intent to pander to fanboys? Like, and there's no avoiding it. There's not even like, oh, if you just want to, like, watch, like, if you just want to, like, watch someone's creative idea about Star Wars, like, oh, go watch this canon thing. Like, everything now is just the Filoniism is just unavoidable.
Yeah, no, I do like Filoni. And I think you're right to a point, but also they can't branch out because, unfortunately, a pretty decent size of the fan base just will be angry or, you know, vocally outraged, and it's the loud minority.
I don't feel like that's the case. I don't feel like I don't think that's true. I genuinely don't. I think people went into, like, The Force Awakens, like, accepting that, oh, this is new Star Wars, and the story may or may not work for me, but, like, it's new Star Wars, and I accept that. I don't need... I mean, there were familiar faces, don't get me wrong. Like, Force Awakens definitely played on nostalgia, but they accepted, like, there's going to be new people that I'm going to have to care about, and, like, the story's moving forward. I'm not just, like... I'm not just getting a bunch of stuff that's familiar to me kind of served up on a platter.
Right, and I think that as more people are introduced to Star Wars or have episode 7 and 8 and 9 as their first Star Wars episodes, that'll slowly shift, and as morbid as it sounds, as all of the older fans start dying, because that's just how life works, it'll slowly shift to a point where they can experiment with other stuff without getting a lot of backlash online. Because, yeah, it may not be the majority of people, but it's still a lot of backlash online.
Yeah, I mean, it 100% is.
Complaining, and it could sound like thousands, you know? So I think as more young people get introduced to Star Wars, or more, not even young people, just like people now discovering it, you know, as more people get introduced, the fan base diversifies, because that's just bound to happen now. It's going to stop being a lot of men, mainly, and it's going to transition to a mix, and they're going to be more accepting of new ideas, which I think is going to be really great.
I think the fact that the prequels, like... I think the fact that Star Wars persisted after the prequels is proof enough that, like, you can do something different with that isn't nostalgic and still, like, have Star Wars exist. Like, yeah, I get, like, you know, the prequels were hated, and George Lucas was forced into selling Star Wars because of it. But like, it was still Star Wars. People still cared about it. So I think that should be proof enough that we don't necessarily need just a bunch of familiar stuff to care about Star Wars.
Yeah.
But Disney's not willing to take that chance, obviously. Disney's like,
think everyone
are
wants
you telling me we
something
can keep
new.
putting stormtroopers and TIE fighters in these movies and these nerds will keep buying it? Alright, do it.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Yeah, Garrett, they're never going to do that, though. It's going to be, like, too much effort. And they only have, like, billions of dollars. Probably, yeah, they only have, like, hundreds of billions of dollars. They can't do that.
Palpatine Brick says, looking back, Star Wars isn't Star Wars without the Republic era. I really disagree with that. Like, I think the thing that's really... I think the original trilogy is the only thing that's really crucial to Star Wars. Because that set the tone, right? Like that's like the standard we judge everything by. And then everything else is kind of like permutations on it and things that kind of give the galaxy more flavor, I suppose.
But see, like, were the OT, was that the first Star Wars movies you ever watched?
No, not at all, actually. I grew up a prequel kid, my guy.
I grew up with the OT first. Like, that was the first ones I watched. But then I also watched 1, 2, and 3 immediately after because I started watching in 2006 or 2005. And to me, Star Wars starts at the prequels. I can't envision the 4, 5, 6 without 1, 2, 3. Like, I just can't. And that's why I think it is kind of crucial at this point that the prequels are. Like,
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't have to be acknowledged. I'm just saying I don't know. Like the prequels just feel so drastically different that. I mean, I get it's Star Wars, but it could very well just be like not Star Wars, and it wouldn't feel like Star Wars if that makes sense.
yeah, I get what you're saying, but I still feel like it wouldn't be Star Wars without them. And I'm not saying like that they're trying to get rid of them, but like.
I guess
in my opinion, at least.
when I watch the original trilogy, like I don't really think about the prequels. Like I don't think about like, oh yeah, like Palpatine became the Emperor by sabotaging the Jedi, and like, Obi-Wan and Anakin had a big lava fight, and that's how they are. Where they, I don't know. Like I don't. My mind doesn't connect Hayden Christensen to original trilogy Darth Vader. My mind doesn't connect Ewan McGregor to original trilogy Obi-Wan, because they're so different that, and my mind certainly does not link like prequel Yoda to original trilogy Yoda. Like they're so differently portrayed that for me they don't feel like the same people. And I get that they are, but they don't feel like it. My mind doesn't instantly associate them.
Yeah, and mine's the exact opposite, which I think is pretty funny. Like, I have to think that under Darth Vader's helmet is Anakin. Like, that's how my mind associates it.
Like, you think, like, it's like Hayden Christensen Anakin, though? Like, tell us now, Anakin. Like, you turned her against me, Anakin. Like...
And no, and like, if I look at it from an outside perspective, it feels weird, because, like, I know it isn't, right? Because it is it's physically a different character. But, like, I know that it doesn't make sense for Hayden Christensen to be playing that composed of a character. If that specifically. But to me, that's just how my mind processes it, and I can't change that.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything. I find that more fascinating than anything. Like they just, like I said, they just seem like such different characters for me that, like, even if, like, I can kind of link like Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo to Harrison Ford's Han Solo, because they kind of remind me of each other. And, like, I'd never really be thinking about Alden, but, like, he isn't at odds with Harrison Ford's Han Solo. I feel like the prequel characters are kind of at odds with the original trilogy characters. I think that's why maybe that connection doesn't work as well for me.
I think that, again, I'm polar opposite. First of all, I hate Solo. Least favorite Star Wars movie.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
I absolutely despise that movie. I hate everything about it. Except for Donald Glover as Lando, because I like Donald Glover. But everything else in the movie, I hate it. I absolutely despise it.
So then here's my question.
Never watched it again.
So here's my question.
What about
then.
Mimban, though? Let's see.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, answer.
No, I mean, it's like, first of all, the Lego figures from Solo, I am separating from the movie because every set from that wave, to me, with the exception of Moloch's stupid speeder, is good. Very
I mean,
good.
Moloch is a pretty cool figure, though.
It's a cool figure, but that set should not have been $40, and that set should not have been a set. Moloch should have come in the Han Solo speeder. They should have replaced that $40 set with like a Mimban ATST or something to get more Mimban troopers. That's my opinion, though. Whatever, it's 4 years ago.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just my whatever. I hate the movie, and I cannot stand it. Mimban is a cool scene to watch. I do not like the way Aldrich, or whatever his name is, plays Solo. I'm not saying he's a bad actor, and I like Dryden Voss because I like Paul Bettany, but like.
I find it so interesting you're more accepting of, like, Hayden Christensen's Anakin than you are of Alden's Han Solo.
It also doesn't help that I watched the prequels when I was brand new to Star Wars and I was just learning what it was. And that's why I like Hayden Christensen, but I watched Solo after having gone through, like, 5 years of only seeing, like, awful reactions to anything Star Wars related that wasn't the original stuff.
Okay.
And at that point in my life, I was, like, less accepting of other people, which I mean, yeah, I guess that's what it was.
Oh,
So,
Tiny Friends,
yeah.
please explain. I'm not trying to call you out here, but that's just kind of a funny comment. What exactly is Yoda's character arc before the original trilogy?
existing.
His head hurting all the time, his vision constantly being clouded. I'm sorry, okay. I don't want this to become a prequel hate fest, but I just, like, the fact that, like, Yoda from the prequels is just characterized by, my vision is clouded, my vision is. The dark side clouds everything. We can't put blatantly obvious evidence to use. Like, I just, I just can't, man. Like, that genuinely does upset me. Like, why does Yoda have to be so, like, just dumb? Like, why is he just, like, just sitting around, just dumb, and just can't figure anything out, and just, oh.
Hey, for a wise Jedi Master, he wasn't very wise.
Yes, that's what I'm, like, ugh.
I agree, and I'm not saying the prequels are perfect. None of the movies are perfect, but, like, I like prequel Yoda better than sequel Yoda. Because, I mean, not sequel.
Bro, I will fight you. I will fight you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not saying either are bad, right? I just don't prefer the crazy Yoda, the crazy granddad Yoda, over composed.
Over dull, boring Yoda.
Stupid. He's stupid. He okay in the OT he's a crazy old man. That's how they portray him.
Sure. Well, in a way, that he does it strategically. He's not. I wouldn't say Yoda's like crazy. Like, he's not like doing weird stuff. But like, he definitely uses. He's like quirky. I would say Yoda's more so. He's like quirky.
I mean, after Luke figures out that, you know, this little green crazy dude is Yoda, he kind of seems more serious and a bit more, you know, Jedi mastery than some crazy green frog-looking thing in a swamp.
But he, I mean, he like cracks jokes and stuff. But like,
hey, yo, no, get mad at JMW Productions. You just said Yoda's mad annoying. I didn't say that. Get mad at him. Yoda's great. I don't think he's annoying. I think that he is too quirky. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Mr. Jared.
But you prefer like boring Yoda, like, but like that's not even.
It's not that he's boring Yoda. It's that he's composed Yoda and sad Yoda.
He's sad. What, he only gets sad when like what Ayla Secura dies. He like drops his little.
Ayla Secura alone.
Oh my
but like,
god.
yeah, he's also like, I don't know. He looked pretty sad during all of Geonosis.
No, he doesn't, bro. He looks sad. He just has an expressionless look on his face. He's not sad.
Like, I don't know. I feel like.
Bro, go rewatch that Geonosis sequence.
I mean, in the Geonosis sequence showing Yoda, he just seems like, okay, I'm tired of this. Let's just finish this battle and get on with life.
I will say, in the scene where the gunships are landing in the arena in Geonosis, I cannot say that word, Geonosis.
Around the perimeter.
That Yoda is talking way too quietly for any clone trooper, especially the pilot, to hear him.
I mean,
and that always bothered me as a kid.
I'm not saying that's something that bothered me, but like, I just can't imagine a scenario where I enjoy like boring prequel Yoda more than any other type of Yoda. Like, even Clone Wars Yoda was better than that. Like,
Oh, Clone Wars Yoda's my favorite Yoda. I'm gonna leave the call. See y'all later.
okay, I mean,
Oh, the man just did. Good lord.
I mean, Clone Wars Yoda is fine. Like, I have no problem with Clone Wars Yoda, other than his fighting style, obviously. But like, him as a character in the Clone Wars is fine. Like, he says smart stuff, and like he cares about people, and then like Yoda in the prequels is like, let me empty my entire Force skill tree on these clone troopers that have no control over what they're doing.
That's such a cool scene when him and Obi-Wan enter the temple. They're murdering.
No, it
those
is
clones. It's
not.
Such a good scene.
Oh, I don't. How can you like Clone Wars Yoda and like that scene? Like, those two things are directly at odds with each other.
Okay. Again, I'm not okay. First of all, I like every iteration of Clone Wars character the best out of any Star Wars character. I know you're not going to agree with that.
No, I mean, no, that's totally fine. Like, Clone Wars did a lot of those characters, almost all those characters better than the movies did. I'll agree with that. That's fine.
Yeah, I think Clone Wars is by far my favorite piece of Star Wars content. Clone Wars and Rebels, I'm counting that as one.
Okay.
But I think that scene just looked visually cool. I'm not saying like.
Okay, sure, yeah. I mean, like, yeah,
or,
like,
you know, to their characters. I don't think Yoda would have thrown his lightsaber at a clone's chest, jump on it, and then pull it out and kill another clone. I don't think Yoda would ever do that, right? But it just looked cool.
Sure, okay, I can get it from that perspective, but I think it's just a silly thing for Yoda to do. Especially given,
sure.
like, look at, like, Yoda's first episode, look at the very first episode of the Clone Wars, and, like, the things Yoda says to the clones, and also look at, like, the, like, ending arc of the Clone Wars, and, like, where Filoni made a point to show how noble Ahsoka was by, like, sparing clones' lives. And then look at, like, Yoda in the prequels. Like,
I will agree that is and like I said, I only like that because of the scene. I think that if Yoda doesn't murder Palpatine's guards when he's about to go fight Palpatine, he just shoves them against the wall. But he goes and insists on murdering all those.
That's exactly yes. Like, while this man has like more like mercy on Palpatine's guards than he did any of those clones.
Exactly, and I will say that's very unlike what I think he would be. Personally,
yeah,
but yeah, I just like this. It's visually cool. That's most episode 3. It's visually cool.
Those clones had not, they had no chance of surviving it. Like they got
Obi-Wan 2 just murdering them. Oh,
they really got the short end of the stick.
They really did.
And it's so weird that in that same movie, like, Anakin's like struggling with murdering Count Dooku. He's like, oh, he must stand trial. Like, it's not the Jedi way.
And he murders like kids.
And yeah, no, but not that. But I'm saying, but like, juxtapose that with all the other people the Jedi's murder in those movies. Like Mace Windu, like at the end of Episode 2, like disarms Jango, and then still has to behead him. Like, why does a Jedi have to behead a guy? Like, I just don't get. Like, come on, man.
Can't draw parallels to real life on that one, but I will say, like, I agree that the it's not the Jedi way stuff is like nonsensical because of how many like life forms they kill. Like, it was all battle droids or whatever, but they kill a lot of people.
Yes,
like,
Jango Fett got his head cut off
for no reason.
So many people.
Quick says Yoda has so many memorable and excellent lines in the original trilogy and Last Jedi, yet in the prequels they try to make him act wise without earning it. I agree. What is Yoda's most
smoldering is not very like character developing because he did a lot of smoldering in the prequels. He did. But yeah, you're right.
Knight of Brick says it's worth noting that in the prequel trilogy, Yoda believed the clones had simply betrayed the Order and that the idea of the inhibitor chip hadn't been introduced yet. Sure, but why does that just like? Would you not ask questions first? Like, you think if Obi-Wan like walked up behind Yoda with a lightsaber, like Yoda would just cut his head off without asking like, "What are you doing? Like, what's going on?"
Episode 3 Yoda, yes.
Especially been like 10 minutes prior to that, like he was just having conversations with those clones.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like even if he thought that he had been betrayed by them, he would still be like, why are you betraying? Like what's? He would ask questions. He wouldn't just kill them, right? He might disarm them. He might like be like, I don't know, anything other than beheading them. For like whatever reason,
push them or knock them out somehow. Now let's do Palpatine's guards.
Palpatine's guards are like, oh, you guys can stay alive. Clones, nah.
Yeah,
not a chance.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right to the point, decapitation,
or throw a lightsaber in the chest and jumping on him. No, but I think
Yoda
that,
straight up needed his lightsaber in that scene.
yeah, I think what Night of the Bricks is saying though, like at the time, 2005, when everyone's sitting in theaters watching the movie or at home, no one knows about the entirety of like the added Clone Order 66 stuff, right? So at the time, I'm sure no one was like, "Why is Yoda killing all these people?" Or you know, because that's just how Yoda was in the prequels, and that's just, and I think the Clone Wars really changed how he was.
But that's what I'm
Right.
saying. Like, but the problem with that though is Yoda didn't just only exist in those movies, right? Like we had a very clear idea of like what Yoda was from the original trilogy, and you know he says like, you know, a Jedi uses his powers for knowledge and defense, never attack. So like, how is he like
Forgot
defend?
about Gree. Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. He just cuts his head off. Like Gree didn't shoot at him yet. Like he didn't need to do that, but like he still.
I completely forgot about that. Oh
That's
my
what I'm
God.
saying. Yeah, like.
That
Murder
interact
Gree.
with Gree, and you would just like seen in the movie, like he was talking to Gree, like shortly before the decapitation scene, and then bam, immediately, no hesitation, yikes, the dudes are
And I
dead.
think that it definitely looks even worse when like the Ahsoka Order 66 arc where she like goes out of way to almost dying to not kill any clones. Like it juxtaposed to that.
She straight up tells Captain Rex in a full-on conversation, like, "Hey, there's been so much death, I am not gonna put any more clones in their graves."
And then
Like-
ironically they kill themselves.
Nah, bro, murder. Murder was on Yoda's mind.
Dude just wanted a reason to kill Gree and that other clone because it looked like
These clone armors.
And yes, the idea of the ship does make Yoda killing them worse. Lego Star Wars says also, if Yoda had such bad judgment with the dark side clouding his vision, why did he foresee Commander Gree killing him all of a sudden? Did the dark side disappear momentarily?
I feel like that's like a common thread that like he can see like a spur of clarity and then instantly back to darkness.
Why is there no range on the dark side clouding everything? Like, if they went like 1,000,000 miles away, you don't think they'd be like, holy crap, like...
Their aura is so powerful.
Yeah, like,
Also,
and okay,
Palpatine and
can we,
Palpatine's
okay,
side.
I guess this is just gonna become a prequel hate fest. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. I've avoided doing this for a while, but it's all coming out now. Like,
Last 30 minutes.
can
yeah.
we agree that the idea of the dark side clouding everything is the laziest and worst plot device ever introduced in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like we have to make every character act dumb and do stupid things and avoid blatantly obvious evidence because the dark side clouds everything and we just can't figure anything out. And like, why?
I agree. And I think that it can be said for a lot of things in the prequels that it was just in a word lazy. So,
Trevor says can't
yeah.
see the dislike count, so go for it. Appreciate it, Trevor.
Oh, that is true. Oh wait, can you? I thought Colt said you can see the dislikes in that one video if you sign in as a guest.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna check that real quick.
But yeah, I hate that plot device of like the dark side clouds everything.
Why did I just get a K-pop video recommended? What the hell?
What have you been watching, man?
Borgullet knows all.
The only K-pop song I've ever listened to in its entirety was Gangnam Style.
Tig says, I'm convinced Yoda was gonna kill Gree regardless of Order 66.
For real.
He just had it in for he just needed a reason. He's like, oh, Gree scratching his head. Zoom. Cut his head off. Bruh.
Oh, snappy sneeze. Time to take him out.
Yeah. No, and I hated, because like as a kid I loved the clones more than anything. I hated every time they gave a character a name and like any amount of plot attention, they immediately kill them. And I just hated that so much because I wanted all these clones to live. They just kill them every single time.
You gotta
like in the first
let
season of
go.
Clone Wars, if they named a non-established clone already, they die that episode, I believe.
Oh yeah, that was the tell.
I think that's what it was, because I know that in the one that I can definitely recall was Jedi Crash, because Bly is my favorite commander, obviously given by my entire like Lego name. But like the two other clones that they named died maybe 5 minutes after getting named.
Did the clones from that episode with the like Twi'lek girl, did they both die in that episode, or was it just one of them? Waxer and
No,
Boyle.
only Waxer died 3 seasons later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, neither of them died. Those were, I think that was an example of them not getting killed instantly. Then also, I guess Commander Pawns didn't die instantly either. He died a season later. And then Rex was established, Grease established, Bly's established. Yeah, any like white clone that didn't have too much instantly either died or got arrested because what's that guy? The traitor one. Which also that plot makes absolutely no sense to me, but whatever.
Dog, are you talking about the one that sides with Pong Krell and then
No, the one
shoots another one?
who goes to the Separatists.
Oh, sick.
That's his name. The one the clone trooper whose life is to fight in the army accepted money to kill his brother. Okay, cool. It's a cool plot line. Interesting episode. Sure.
Oh, Dutastic says Yoda was actually going to give him a haircut, but his vision was clouded. I mean, Gree did need a haircut, so I'm with you on that one.
His haircut?
Yes.
Man has a what does that look like?
A double mohawk.
It looks like
Yoda was,
top of like a piece of sushi.
It's a double mohawk.
Yoda was probably tired of the double mohawk and was like, you either choose the one or you choose the death.
I think it would look worse if it's missing one of them.
If he just had like a mohawk on one side of his head.
Yeah, that'd
Oh
be
my
so
god,
bad.
that'd be so cringe. Neither Brick says Plagueis novel did have a good point of P plus S managing to tip what? The balance of force in favor of the dark side, which gave them the edge. What is P plus S? Prequel plus sequel, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's say that. Yeah.
Yoda and Mace struggled giving haircuts often. They were just aspiring barbers.
Yeah, man. It makes me can't understand why Bubba wants to kill him. He's just trying to help his dad out. Also, why didn't Jango Fett's head fall out of the helmet when Boba picked it up?
It falls out when he cuts it out. So if you look at the scene really closely, you can see his head kind of like fly out, like towards the bottom whenever he
So
initially
that's even
cuts
better.
it
So
out.
when Boba goes and picks up his dad's helmet, his dad's decapitated head is just like there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Okay,
like
yeah, that's much
unless
better.
like maybe like a droid like kicked it or it got covered in dirt. I don't know.
That's so much worse.
You think Boba
Just
kept
sees
that
his
head?
dad's head in the corner of the arena, covered in dirt and like Jedi blood or something.
I'm surprised
Oh.
Boba didn't have that head. I wouldn't be surprised if in Book of Boba Fett they reveal that like that head is like in a pickle jar somewhere in the slave line.
Oh no, they're not. Oh, why would you say that?
Bro, you know it's gonna
He's
happen.
not a psychopath.
Bro, that's his
He's gonna
daddy.
start cloning him. He's gonna clone a body of Jake.
with a mullet.
Here's another prediction for Book of Boba Fett. In Book of Boba Fett's gonna have to kill a clone. I can see that happening.
What clone?
He's gonna have to kill a clone. It's gonna be some clone
It
that's
takes
survived.
place after episode 6. There's like one clone left, and that's Kix. I think.
I mean, we don't know that for a fact. Clone's gonna be hiding somewhere. Like,
I think Kix was confirmed as the oldest living clone because he was in episode 7.
Technically, Rex and Wolf were still alive during the events of episode
And
6.
Rex lives after because he goes with Ahsoka to find Ezra. So yeah, you're right.
yeah. So he's
So
gonna have to kill a.
troopers are at
He's
least well known, and then you are right
Yeah.
about Kix because he was
Yeah.
frozen and then found by those bounty hunters or something like that.
I like Kix too. But also, I think that I'm willing to put everything I own on the fact that Disney's not going to kill Rex anytime soon.
I mean, Filoni's definitely not gonna let.
Age.
Filoni's not gonna let them. Like,
Oh, of course not. I
None
don't
of-
think Rex
none
is
of
dying.
Filoni's
I think Rex is
darlings
gonna show up in
die.
Mando season 3. Rex is going to be there with Ahsoka in Mando season 3, guaranteed.
Like I said, the only way I could see them putting Rex's character to rest in that sense is him dying of old age.
Yeah, and that'd be the only way they can.
and he'll
They're not
disappear.
gonna like gunfight and murder him because that's just the amount of like
And-
toys they can sell. No.
And then they'll probably bring him back as a clone Force Ghost.
Yes.
Yes, Clone
You know,
Force Ghost.
they'll make-
That's the next evolution.
Yeah. If you were a former clone that you had such canon behind, you became a ghost.
Hey, if Darth Maul can do it, anything's possible.
Now, clone rapid aging, it doesn't work for named clones, so it's fine. It works to the plot. It's okay.
Bro, stop.
Only the plot has character.
Yeah. If a clone being alive is convenient to the plot, all reasons they should not be there do not exist anymore.
Star Wars is really just a bunch of plot conveniences, guys.
And Gregor.
They did. Isn't he in Rebels? He's alive.
Yeah, Gregor's in Rebels.
Yeah, but Gregor dies in the series finale. Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah.
Does?
Yeah.
Wait, I've
Did you
seen
not know
that.
that?
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, he sacrificed himself.
Imagine saying Rebels is like your favorite thing in Star Wars and not knowing that Gregor died.
God. Wait, there's a new... Is that animated Die Won't Be Kid? No. Come on. Oh, that looks so bad.
What are you looking at?
I just opened Disney Plus and the first thing I see is animated Die Won't Be Kid.
I mean, considering
Oh, yeah,
it
that's
started
cool.
as like a drawing, I don't see how that could... Whatever. Who cares?
I don't like the animation style. It looks like they're cartoon characters, but I think they should say it's books. Anyway, that's not pertinent. Where's
Yeah, no, it should be the last episode because it's the episode where they're on the fall, that giant
Mushroom.
yeah, building / ship, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's on Lethal.
Yeah, but Gregor ends up sacrificing himself and gets shot.
I honestly don't understand why the clones were there in that episode. Like, that was so random. Like...
Fan service.
Yeah, I mean, I get that part, but like, I don't know, like, that was so unnecessary in my opinion.
I mean, it was weird because, like, we hadn't seen Wolf and Gregor for so long, especially since
I remember now.
they were only seen in that one episode with
Right.
the ATT and they fought against the Empire, and then after that, they were just null and void, they were gone, and then,
Hey, yo.
boom, you've got this...
Someone just said Rebels is trash in chat. I'm a ban. I'm not kidding. Whoa. Rebels
I
is
see you
awesome.
quick. Take care, man. Trevor says that finale was so weak they felt the need to kill a character. Personally, didn't really get to me. I agree.
Yeah.
Especially given the fact that I had no idea who the hell Gregor was when I watched that.
I mean, it's your fault. I know every clone's ever been named.
Oh, of course.
What had a full... Jay, what was it, a full hour with you just talking about named clones?
Yep. I think we're specifically talking about the 501st ones, because at this point, I probably still can't remember them. Ocean Man says, who is Gregor? Exactly. That's all you need to know. Who is Gregor? Literally don't matter.
He's a yellow commando clone. That's pretty much it.
He was the Fry
I
Cook
remember
clone.
that. You were asking about it, and I just started naming all the 501st clones, and then I was like, yeah, that's just one division. There's still the 212th with all those boyos, and
It's too
As
much.
a 8-year-old watching Clone Wars for the first time, like I said earlier, I was obsessed with the clones. But as a child, I retained all of their names, and every time I played with Legos or action figures or whatever, they all had a variation of their names. And as an adult looking back, they were it's just I feel like they just had a list of adjectives and nouns, and just press give me a number or give me a name. Because some of them, I think there's a clone named Cameron. I think I talked about this before.
Yeah.
I remember Cameron. I think he was.
He was
I
blind.
think he was either.
He was one of the ones who died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
He was
blind.
blind. And
Because there was one that was called Lucky in that episode too.
yes, which that's funny because Boba was named Lucky as a clone, quote unquote. But why was he named Cameron? No other clone has a regular name like that, except for maybe Rex or Cody. But Cameron.
Rex is a dog's name.
I mean, I want to point out that there's a clone named Bridge that survived from the battle of, from the movie The Clone Wars to the season finale of Clone Wars. I mean, he died by Darth Maul, but his name was Bridge.
Oh, I remember that scene. Yeah. Who else is a funny name?
Boyle.
Oh, I like that. There's 9.
Boyle's
and
a stupid name.
Red Eye.
Red Eye. I like the pilot. That also, this is to tell. Every time they named a pilot, he would die in the episode. In this first season, at least. Every time.
I can't name a
I think
single
there's
clone
only
pilot.
there's only one clone pilot that I can remember that survived. It was what, Jack or something?
Warthog.
And Warthog. That's right. Because I remember Oddball going.
How do you guys
Oddball
know
died.
these
I know
people?
Odd
Holy
died.
crap!
Matchstick. Was the name Matchstick? I don't remember. I think it was Matchstick.
Yeah, it was Matchstick because he died. He was one of Ahsoka's pilots in the Y-wings.
I liked Matchstick the most, and then he instantly died like 5 minutes later. I was so
Bruh.
sad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesse also has a normal name. He also has
Jesse
a.
was
He also has
I'm not
the
saying
worst
they can't have normal
tattoo.
names. They can all have normal names, and yeah, his tattoo is wild. But I'm saying Cameron. Like that's just such
Too
a
normal.
that's such a departure.
It's like a clone named Jonathan.
Exactly. You'd be like a clone like Joseph. Like what? Why? Why not Cam? First of all, that's shorthand. Why Cameron?
I think there is a clone called Cam.
That wouldn't surprise me.
There's a clone called Everything.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a clone named after me. I can live with this.
Oh, that's right. I never thought about that. Yeah, you did.
Freaking Marfan. I think it was both Marfan and JB who made a joke about it, like, instantly after the Bad Batch was seen.
Oh, Hauser?
No, Hunter.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was trying to remember. I knew your name, but I couldn't remember the clone in the series.
Is there actually a clone named Paul?
I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere in the EU or something.
I kinda hope so.
But yeah.
I hope so for a clone trooper named Paul.
Bro, I remember, like, adding clones to my Republic gunship in 2012, and they all have, like, some awful name. Like, I ran out of, like, because I in my head, I didn't think that clones could have, like, normal human names. So I just kept adding adjectives, right? And
Like
it's just...
yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it was just stuff like that. And it was so nonsensical.
It's so funny because in my childhood playing with clones, I never once named one.
Oh, they were all named. Every one of them was named.
The
Every
only
clone had to have a specific set name, and then once you were done playing with that clone, or that clone died while you were playing with him, if you reused him, they had to have a different name.
Hunter's exactly right.
It's
And
so funny
came
you
back
guys
with,
like perceived clones as real people. Obviously, like me growing
That's
up
why
before Clone Wars, like I never really had that sentiment.
Yeah, and that's what I think. Personally, I enjoyed playing with Lego that way. I thought it was more fun that way.
I thought it was interesting because I sadly never got one of the gunships, so I'd always make like custom vehicles out of the parts I had. But every single time, like I tried to make sure I had all my clone troopers out of my little storage bin, and I'd set them all up and like fill them up with this custom ship I just built. And every single one of them had different names with a specific captain or commander running the show.
Bruh.
Exactly true. Anyway, Jay, I don't remember. Did you Sharpie your clones?
Absolutely not. That was not a thing when I was. That's like okay. I didn't look. You have to understand, like the like Clone Legion like obsession was not a thing when I was younger. Like I was just like, oh cool, a red clone. Oh cool, a blue. Like I didn't care about like the clones having different colors. Like
See, I didn't.
Sorry, you go ahead, Hunter.
So I didn't really color code clone troopers or mark them. The only figures I remember using a marker on was my Hoth troopers because I made. I tried making my own custom Marines. But if I really wanted a custom clone to fit with a color scheme like with the 501st or 212th, I'd just go through my collection to see if I can switch out the arms for like blue arms or orange arms.
I agree, cheese on top. Clones were nameless troopers. Clones were just like good guy battle droids to me. Like that's all I used them as.
No, don't you dare say that's so like disrespectful to all my clones.
I mean, is it not true?
On this one, just because like, and I'm gonna have to quote Plo Koon on this. You know, all of them are unique.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you have to understand. I grew up. Okay, guys, I was playing with these toys in 2005. Like, none of this happened yet. Like, clones didn't have personalities.
You know, I guess you're true though.
That's understandable, especially prior to the Clone Wars, and the only named clones that I guess appeared in the prequels were Cody, Gree, Bly, I guess you could say. I don't even know if they
I mean, there's
know
there's
you
a bunch
said
of
it.
name
I don't
clones
remember
in
if I
it.
said his name.
After
I
the
remember
fact.
I searched right after I saw episode
No,
one,
yeah,
2006. I searched for Bly's name, and it took me so long to find it because the internet was terrible back then.
How did you know Bly's name?
I didn't know. I looked up clone troopers in Star Wars.
Oh, I thought you like Google search Bly. I'm like, how did you gather that
No,
from the
this-
movie?
The internet didn't exist. I don't know if Wikipedia existed at that time. It probably did. But anyway, it took me like an hour as a 5-year-old using a computer to find out that his name was Bly, and from that point, addicted. I love Bly 327. But yeah,
I don't even know if they added the names like Neo or Bakara, because those two guys were in Revenge of the Sith as well. But
no,
I don't
I remember now.
I don't know.
The visual dictionary for episode 3 that had all the names in it. It had Neo, Bakara,
right.
Bly, Jag, Cody was Cody, and then it also had Gree. Or no, Gree was in the movie too. Palpatine says Commander Gree, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
They added all those names and everything. And I got that book for Hanukkah one year. I scoured that book like nonstop. It was.
And yes, all the droids do have unique names, guys.
No, the droids are nameless garbage.
Nope, they're 1,
They just
2,
have
3.
Droids
I
have
remember,
specific numbers.
You guys remember the Clone Wars movie advertisement where like it's on Teth and then one droid's like Sector 1173265, and I believe that's the actual number. And like the droid can remember it. I was so proud of myself because I could remember the number.
Wow.
And I put together I'm not a droid, so I can remember 117.
You already forgot.
Oh no!
No.
No, I got to watch it now. Let me launch Clone Wars. But anyway, I was proud of myself for knowing that, and then I forgot it. That's sad. I'm old.
That happens.
Here's
Oh
the
my
scene.
Yeah, so
This
the
movie is
past
so
week,
badly animated.
there's particular scenes in the original Clone Wars movie that whenever they pop up, they just it makes me cringe. Because it also leads into the first season of the Clone Wars. Like there's certain specific scenes, like the episode where R2D2 gets taken or something like that. While they're
Yes,
on
the
that,
downfall of the droid.
kind of,
Terrible.
yeah, it just there's a couple animation scenes that just looks like they skipped out on this part.
Yeah.
Bro, stop slandering the
Also-
Clone Wars.
What was that?
Stop slandering the Clone Wars.
What? Wait. No. Wait. Honestly, I'm defending the Clone Wars. We're just saying that there's one episode, and I remember like 4 months ago you agreed, Jay.
Bro, the Clone
that
Wars
that
is
episode was
perfect.
terribly animated.
The Clone Wars is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, you're not wrong. The plot, but the animation for that specific episode was horrendous.
No.
I'm here only for the plot.
Jay, they're in the doctor's office, and it's just white on the screen. And
No.
you hear their voices.
No,
It's
I
just white.
refuse. I refuse to accept this.
I can. Okay.
I guess the sequel movies are just the worst movies ever made. Ever. Not even just Star Wars ever.
Hey, I want to point out I actually really do enjoy The Force Awakens.
What am I missing here? I just want to point out I also really enjoy The Force Awakens. For anyone who couldn't
Jay.
tell.
Someone asked who was your top artist for Spotify.
I don't use Spotify.
Oh, what?
I don't use Spotify. I don't have a Spotify account.
What do you use?
In all fairness, I'm with Jay on this one. Like, I don't use Spotify either.
I just use YouTube like a sane human.
Oh,
The normal civilized.
I don't know. Like I've tried. Like I don't know. I have no use for Spotify. Like anything I want to listen to, I just like look it up on YouTube. Like it's keep it simple, you
Yeah.
know.
Who do you think you listened to the most last year?
Probably Aaliyah.
Who?
Aaliyah, she's a singer. Rest in
Is
peace.
it A-L-E-I-A?
AALIYAH. She's from like
That's a lot more
the.
letters than I
She's from
thought
the
it'd be.
'90s.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely
Interesting.
listen to Aaliyah.
I did
the
not
most.
think you would like this type of music. That's okay.
R&B is my favorite music genre. For anyone who didn't know, I like rap as well, but R&B is my creme de la crop. Yo, this Marauder is dope, bro. I can't even lie. Like this thing is cool.
It's a nice looking set, isn't it?
Yeah. The only thing I don't love is like the minifig area is kind of inaccessible. It's not inaccessible.
Very
It's
compact.
just it's very cramped. Like to insert and remove figs from this thing is kind of a chore.
The one space really you can access the figure the most is the rear part where it's
Exactly.
got the turntable
I
turret.
love the Imperial crates on the side. That's
Those
my
are
favorite.
sweet. Yes, I love those. Those are nice.
I love first of all, the pizza's cool, but I also like the feature.
Yes.
That's really nice. And the figures
feel
are
like-
so. I need to buy more of those sets when they're on sale. I'm no longer broke.
So who's
Yeah.
supposed to be the pilot in this thing? Just a normal stormtrooper or
I
the
think it's
mortar
just a regular
trooper?
stormtrooper. Well, in Japan, it's the Imperial combat driver, I think.
Jay, for the set, you're supposed to use the yellow stormtrooper because
Ah,
that's
yes.
all we remember
Yes.
is a yellow stormtrooper as a pilot.
Yellow
You
means
sound kind
pilot.
of familiar to something else, Hunter. Right now, Hunter.
The Marauder looks like it was deep fried to me. Was it because it's dark gray?
Probably.
It looks fine. It's a fine set. I have no issue
I mean,
with it.
if there's one person that y'all listen to about vehicles, it's Trevor's.
I mean, that is
Very
true.
nice looking vehicle. Overall, it's a nice set. Like I'm really, I started collecting more of those newer stormtroopers. Like I'm definitely on the side that it is the superior version of the stormtrooper.
Yes,
Like,
thank
I'm not gonna
you.
lie.
Thank you.
And getting a set, yeah, I have, like I said, I have 3 of those sets right now. Only one of them's built. The other 2 are kind of just open with the parts just chilling in the bags. But like it overall is a nice set, and then the figures that come with it, like it's pretty nice getting 2 of the plain white stormtroopers, and then of course that motor trooper, which is pretty cool by itself. Like take the backpack off and take the whole motor essence. Like it's a really cool stormtrooper just being yellow in itself.
Mm-hmm. I do like the new Stormtrooper.
Bro, there's good storage
I
in
like
this
the
thing
Rogue One as
too.
well.
This is cool.
It's better.
This is cool.
I need to start because I've some Rogue One stormtroopers, but like I've tried thinking about it, like if I'm on it because I plan on doing some Imperial stuff here soon. I don't want to give out too much, but like if I'm gonna use them, like I'm honestly gonna use the newer version. Like as cool as the Rogue Ones one are, like I just feel like this new double molded helmet is superior.
It is. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
I like it too.
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Bob.
What's up?
Bob, so nice for you to join us because I'm about to head out. I'm tired.
Alright, well,
I am too.
But yeah, thanks to everyone who joined the stream. I finally have a built Marauder. This was like one of the sets I was least looking forward to out of that wave from earlier this year, but solid. I like it. It's fine. It gets the job done, and there's a good amount of playability in interior space. I like this set. It's a good set. I don't know what else I want to talk about. That's pretty much it. Stay tuned and stay woke. That's my new outro, guys. Stay woke.